Welcome to the Gamer World, the best podcast for white gamers, their families, and absolutely nobody else. This is a niche internet micro celebrity type thing. So if you're any sort of brown, any sort of like crickets from that cheese ball in the space, any sort of you know, uh aspiring tech developers who can't even get Google to work on your own streets. That's why you drive off bridges. If you're somebody who is okay with, say, marrying a not your prophet, marrying a 9-year-old, and using goats for all sorts of things, perhaps, or especially if you are a particular group of individuals that were very, very well um, referenced in the works of J.K. Rowling, for being money grubbing and thieving and conniving. So much so, in fact, that one of your actual banks was used in the videos, and then people complained about it. But the Hogwarts Legacy game, despite being full of absolutely bullshit diversity, is actually super base because the only people that you do the unforgivable curses on are these creatures and poachers. This show is not for you. And as per our EULA, you must now go to buymeacoffee.com/gamerword, join the Chudman Circle, and then proceed to destroy whatever device you were listening to this on and any other device you may have downloaded it on. If it's good enough for Ubisoft, it's good enough for us.
So true. Green skins go home.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Game Word, episode 124. I'm here with Courier, and we are joined by a special guest, Big Dave Martel. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing good, sir. How we doing tonight?
Doing all good. I'm just checking all the nice chats to go ahead and make sure we're being well heard. We had some technical issues with Odyssey, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We pick up, we move on. Sorry for the late start. Uh, Now I know everybody wants us to talk about things like, oh, I don't know, PS5 apparently being hacked. It's like really, really badly, or the UK art ho dating simulators and all that. But we
Y-
want to talk about something more important, which is RPGs and gaming and
Yeah.
such like that.
Yeah.
So Dave, why don't you said you had yeah, hold on a sec. Mr. Virgin Wizard Virgin on YouTube, that is by design because I don't want to overpower them. If I'm too low, let me know. I'll crank myself up. But Dave, you said you had the history of RPGs from your Culture Dads podcast. You said, go ahead and read it to us now.
No, I can't find my notes here. There, it's
Well,
long
then
gone.
do it from memory, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
well,
I'll do my.
I was going to ask for the folks at home who might not be familiar, what is a Dave Martel?
Well, a Dave Martel is a podcaster and creator and author and publisher and leader in the Germanic religious community. I am one half of the Culture Dads podcast that I do with Mike from Imperium Press, which folks can check out over at Culture Dads. That's culture with a K, culturedads.com. You can also check me out on hearthfireradio.com, the fortress of folkish media, where me and my program, The Bog, which has been like 6 years running, is over there, along with great names such as Paul Wagner, the Golden One, Tom Rousel, Wessex Nomad, Dan Furgan or Dan Cap with the Furgan. Lots and lots of great content over there, so folks can check that out. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Bizarre Archives, Weird Tales of Monsters, Magic, and Machines, which is a pulp publisher that publishes up-and-coming authors as well as old classics in the fiction traditions of sword and sorcery, cosmic horror, and science fiction. So I am a guy that is very well steeped into pop culture. I absolutely love it. I love doing Culture Dads, where me and my co-hosts do very deep analysis of pop culture. We've done shows such as, we go into The Godfather, RoboCop, the Final Fantasy game series. We did a whole episode. It was like 3 hours long about pizza. We really go hard about, the electric guitar, all this kind of stuff. So, and pop culture analysis is one of my favorite things to do. And one of my favorite things ever is games. I love games. I've been into games since I was a little kid. As we all have, as us aging millennials are, we got to sit on the precipice of the evolution from the first generations of consoles. We had access to the first computer games going up till now. We are like really the only generation that are like better than our kids at the games, right? My kids try to play these games, I'd kick their butts. It's like, dude, I was like the Narnia lion. I was there when the magic was created, dude. Like, you guys could never beat that. And that's, it's a really special, I do want to point out, it's a really special gift that we have as millennials, that we can share this tradition, this cultural tradition with our children in a very special way, in a way that previous generations couldn't. So I wipe my whole ass with dorks like Matt Walsh and his ilk, bow-tied Ned Flanders ass fucking pussies that like to get on there and they talk bad about animation, they talk bad about games, they say, yo, go be a real man and go be an economic unit that has no hobbies and no flavor and no culture, right? I hate people like that. I completely disavow him and disavow his little narrative that masculinity and culture could only be expressed through what make big line go up, and that being a gamer is some sort of dorky new like weakling phenomenon, when in fact being a gamer is one of our oldest, most ancient traditions, and I can prove it in history, and I will.
Nice. Two things. One, uh, I gotta remember
One
this.
hello base department.
Yes. One, I would be remiss to do this. Roland from Cult Games said to say your hello.
Oh, my man, was ist los, my friend?
Yep, he told me to say hello earlier when I mentioned it too. Two that we're gonna have you on, and two, excuse me. Have you ever heard of the term Homo ludens?
Homo ludens?
Yes.
No, what's this?
So I was first exposed to the term by that Kojima walking simulator, Amazon simulator, Death Stranding, the first one, where it's about Homo ludens was a whole like study in a book about it, refers to those who play. And it was a cultural study about how play, the art of playing in games and all that, it both alters but also reinforces culture. So you have what's called the magic circle, quote unquote, of the play area, such as you're playing cowboys and Indians and something like that, or in our modern day, the video game or the computer game area, where the idea is that you will, when you come into this area, you suspend your disbelief and your understanding of reality because you're here to play a game, and by playing this game, you can express different things, and ultimately, like the thing is, the magic circle, obviously it's not a solid line, it's perforated, so what goes in and comes without, and as a result it ultimately provides change but also reinforces the themes of culture. Like, for instance, you
Yeah.
play cowboys and Indians, the cowboys always win because them damn dirty reds, they just gotta be put in their place. Get back on the reservation, be glad we let you have casinos.
So, um, maybe this is a little bit different, but what you're talking about, it makes me think of just really how potent fantasy is. Fantasy,
Mhm.
this word fantasy, when it gets held up, a lot of people they think of fat guys with greasy ponytails and sweatpants, and they think of like dork, nerd. But in reality,
They're thinking about
fantasy is
Courier.
a
I got you.
Hey, come on now. I only have the
yeah,
ponytail part.
yeah. Well, hey, ponytail's classy. Fabio had a ponytail. Hey,
But
but go ahead.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Courier is only 23. We had to make fun of him.
Oh, really? Zoomer.
I'm actually like 49.
Oh, okay. Which one is it?
Yes.
we
Yeah. Yo, if you're 49, you have a very youthful voice. I would be shocked if you were actually 49 and you have this voice, and then you turn on the camera and you're like a bald guy, like a hefty bald guy, 6'4".
no, he's only 6'2".
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
So
so so you were saying before I
yeah,
interjected?
nah. So fantasy is really what it is the realm of is a place that we can interact with motifs and mythopoetic themes in a way that is truer than true, right? Fantasy is not, the purpose of it is not just to, like, this is why a lot of us that are like real OG fantasy fans like barf when we see this new school garbage with orcs falling in love with lizard people and having polycule thruples with gnomes with purple hair, all this like weird freak shit. There's nobody's a bad guy and everybody's horny, and it's just like really just disgust. It's Seattle with elves. These types of settings, we find them repulsive because they don't do what we expect fantasy to do. When we go into fantasy, we are going into a place that we can interact with motifs, not in the abstract necessarily, but in a way that we can further understand them. People have always learned from symbolism. They've always learned from motif and demonstration. If you That's why that we have fairy tales, that's why that we have moral tales, that's why that we have these things we demonstrate through story, is because when you go and you interact with fantasy, you get to intimately understand very deep, meaningful themes and ancient themes and things that are part of who we are. We interact with who we are in there, and a lot of times in our ancestry. And this type of mythopoetic theme being attached to games is not a new thing. This is how it's always been, right? So, you can go back to the very first games, and you guys want to go down the timeline a little bit? We're gonna go all the way back.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. We usually run these streams about a good 3 to 4 hours sometimes. So let's go.
Let's go. So, this is outside of the West, but we are going to ancient Egypt. So, in ancient Egypt, we're talking 4000 BCE. We get a game. What is that called? Senet or Senet or something like this. And this was very, very much a like kind of a version of chess or checkers. It was a strategy game of some kind. We don't know how it was played, but dude's been gaming since way back then, and we know by the style of the boards that it had to do with eschatology. It told the theme of the game had to do with the Egyptian afterlife and the Egyptian gods and stuff like that. There were games in Mesopotamia. There's called, it was, I can't remember what it was called, but there was one about 1,000 years after that where it was another one that it was like a board game with squares on it, like we see with a chessboard or a D&D mat, and it actually had tetrahedral dice on it. So they actually had like almost like D&D dice on for this game, right? So going forward, we can see the very beginnings of our games that we play. We're talking D&D, and this is going to go into video games. Trust me. We're talking BC times, late BC times, going into like first, second century in Rome. They had a whole freaking tons of games, tons of tabletop games that they would play. Ludus Lantrum was one. Tabula was another one. Lapili was another one. Duokim. I can't remember what it was. Dukim. I can't remember. I don't speak Latin. But there was like a ton of these different games. And if you looked at them, you're like, these are kind of like strategy. This is like wargaming. These guys are kind of wargaming. It's this sort of this kind of proto tabletop game that blurred the line between something like chess or checkers and then what we would now understand to be like a tabletop war game or a D&D type game. So going forward, this is something that has always been with us, and they've always had mythopoetic themes to them. You go in further on, fourth, fifth, sixth, going all the way during the Viking Age and beyond. There were many different variations of this game, and this is the game that eventually became what we call chess, but it was called Tafel, or the King's Table, and it was developed by the Norse. And this was very, very mythopoetic insofar as you had kings and queens and you had all this stuff, but it was pretty much an asymmetrical strategy board game where, it was like very primitive kind of tabletop war game. And they loved it. They played the crap out of it. Guys played it. And this wasn't for dorks and nerds and stuff like that. This was for warriors. This was for the Jarl caste. The Jarl caste during the Viking Age were kings, they were priests, they were warriors. These were very wealthy. They owned huge estates with hundreds of slaves. They had a bunch of wives. These weren't the kind of guys that you're like, oh, what a dork. They were king shit. They were like man's man, top of the game. You step on their shoe, they cut your head off and put it on a pike, right? Like we're talking these types of guys. Yep. So this history of tabletop gaming lays down the foundation that I can't say the FAG word, but FAGs like Matt Walsh and the rest of these conservative Ned Flanders dorks thinking that playing games, tabletop games, is this nerdy dork thing. It's not for real men, are just completely wrong. They're apple pie, flat top, 1950s ass Superman, Gary Stu version of what a real man is with his pants tucked into his jean shorts is not a masculine virtue. It's not historically supported. We have dudes have always been playing games. We've been gaming since day one. It's been for warriors. It's for lords. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us, right? So
I'll say you describing these ideas and what these Matt Walshers or whatever their names are, are describing as gamers sounds very, very homosexual,
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Yeah, kind of a fruit cup deal.
Yep, they sound like fruit cups.
Yeah, I mean, I think here's the deal: is I think when I see a guy like that, Matt Walsh, what's the other guy, Crowder, there's something a little fruity about those guys.
They definitely look like I'd see one up close.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, it's not, it's also very detached. How are you going to relate with people that have grown up with this? This is a cultural tradition at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For us, why would you want to throw that in the trash just so you could, be a dork? It just don't make no sense.
If I may interject there. So, a couple things. One, as we've seen from, the quote unquote right side or whatever, and stuff like that, conservatives and all that, who don't really serve anything, let's be honest. But they go ahead.
They conserve the continuing decay of our society.
Yeah, they're
oh my God.
Conservative is the correct word for them. Either way, the deal is that they were all like, oh, well, we'll just hold political power because what's all this, hoity-toity art stuff or whatever. But then we see where every institute of quote-unquote higher learning has just become literally indoctrination camps where they don't teach you how to think anymore. They teach you what to think. And then on top of that, you got all this like needing to hold on to, because this is the way culture is, okay? First you have the soul, and then you have the races that have souls, and then from race you get culture, and from culture you get art. All right? And art is the expression of culture of a people. So when you lose control of that, you lose control of the expression that everybody's going to see at the end. And listen, I know everybody is like, "Oh, I'll just watch everything my kids will have and all that." No, and I am absolutely like psychotic with watching what my kids do. Calling me their Fuhrer is absolutely an understatement to how much I will just straight up shut crap down if I see them messing with crap I don't like them watching. But the fact is that we can't rely on them not being exposed to this and hope that we can just show them all the Peter Jackson movies over and over again. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So we need to we need to reclaim the reins of our culture and actually make make art, make movies, make books, and make games. You know.
Yeah, 100%. I am for folks that have watched me for any amount of time. This is something that I really hang my hat on. This is one of my big hills that I'm willing to die on. Is that we need to create art, and the conservatives, their problem is that they don't see value in aesthetic. They don't understand aesthetic. They don't understand. The only thing that they can really do is commodify things. They can't really create uniqueness. They don't understand the value of beauty. They don't understand the sublime. They don't understand entertainment in its purest form. They think it's all just kind of frivolous, they just think it's jerking off. They don't really understand why it has immense value and why it is kind of beyond value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So another problem that we have in kind of like the underground of political dissident thought is that you have too many people that are just absolutely poisoned. Their minds are poisoned with politics. They can't, everything must either, it goes through this light switch kind of a binary where it either must serve the politics, and if it doesn't, then it's not good. Right.
Yeah.
And that's not what makes art good. What makes art good is if it's beautiful, if it's entertaining, if it enraptures you, if it creates meaning and feeling, if it creates actual aesthetic value instead of the utility of propaganda. Right.
Yeah.
We don't even, it's like we're not watching Hollyweird because because it's not good anymore, and two, because we just don't like propaganda. I don't, if we turn on Conan and Terminator and RoboCop, we're not watching that because of what might be the political symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching it because it's entertaining and it's fantasy, and it brings us joy, and it's meaningful to us in that way. It's so what happens is that even like guys on our side of things, in our world of things, don't really value aesthetics and art, and don't um, go into creating art with the right intentions. I say this a lot. If you're a right wing guy and you want to make good art,
Mm-hmm.
don't come out with the goal of, oh, I'm going to make right wing art. Be a right winger that just makes good art, because regardless of what you try to do, your priors, your presuppositions, and your Weltanschauung are going to be expressed in your creation, whether you like it or not. If so, when I write a story, it doesn't matter. I could just write the most bare bones story I could think of. But in my story, kings are good guys, women are beautiful, men are strong. There's no Finoiks running around, doing rainbow stuff. There's no deconstruction of the power dynamics of feudalism or whatever the hell. It is, you have a strong, handsome, dashing guy saves a princess, and the king is a good guy, and everything like that. And this is how I envision the world. None of us here would consider that propaganda. To them, it is propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to make propaganda because all of the great men in history agree with us. We are the tradition. We are the core. We are the great tree. We are the great oak whose roots go deeper than they can imagine. They are the radicals. They are the ones trying to change how things are. They are the ones that hate how things actually are. They are the ones that must make propaganda to try to deconstruct what is good and true and holy and wholesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
beautiful women, strong men, good kings, this type of stuff is all we have to do is just be us and do the things that we like and make what things that we think are good, and it will be effective propaganda, right? So, like Lord of the Rings is, we're like, look at this, right?
Yeah.
Tolkien was very, very explicitly against any sort of how did he refer to it? Not metaphor. He used a different word, but he was very against this idea because people brought up are the dwarves coterminous with the Scots, or these people or that people, are the elves cognate to this, or is this, are the orcs a metaphor for capitalism? And he was against all of that. He's like, no, this is a self-contained world built on myth, right? He hated that idea, and he hated art that did that. So the result, the fruits of his creation, are this absolutely gorgeous, this not just Tolkien. I think Tolkien, I love Tolkien, he's great. So many other great writers. Lord Dunsany, Robert E. Howard, going up into the 80s, Frank Herbert with Dune. What an epic. There's never going to be anything equal to that in that genre. So these guys, they don't need to go out and do this. And this is something that really poisons and ruins so-called underground right-wing art, is this need to memify, to propagandize, and to serve politics, when politics should serve aesthetics, not the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And of course, speaking with art, we can't forget, the greats like, Frank Frazetta.
Oh, forget about it.
Absolutely. Like, listen.
I think we're supposed to not forget about it.
Exactly. Like, you know what? Straight up. Like, hey, listen. Here's what you do. You want to be like, I really want to make a hyper political, thing with this, and and put a chick in it. It's like, no, listen. Here's what you need to do. You got to get like a chick that looks like she's from a Frazetta painting. Put her in whatever is appropriate for your setting, and then maybe give her a windmill friendship,
Yeah.
if you really feel the need to,
Frank Frazetta was just a master. This goes to my point that it is absolutely, it's an abomination that Frank Frazetta isn't considered one of the greats of Western art.
Yes.
If he stood in a room with the geniuses of Florence during the Renaissance, Michelangelo and all those guys, if he stood in a room and Lorenzo de Medici, Lorenzo the Magnificent, in his garden, walked through and looked at Frank Frazetta's paintings, he would say, you are a master, right? But because Frank Frazetta exists in this so-called fantasy box that conservatives are so spooked by, he doesn't get his flowers. Neither does Michael Whelan or Boris Vallejo, or there's so many others. We could talk about Mobius. We could talk about, there's so many wonderful artists of our time, right? This is another thing. We have layers, so many layers of self-hate. The big one that we talk about and we correctly identify, we do a good job talking about, is like white guilt and self-hate about being white. But the other one that we do is the self-hate about being modern.
Yeah.
This is one that's so horrible that we look at. So me and Mike from Culture Dads, we identify the time from 1975 to 1995 to be a golden age of art, right? During this period, you get all of the greatest films ever made. You get some of the greatest albums ever made. You get the invention of video games. You get the invention of so many new innovations in music. The electric guitar is invented in that time period. It's invented and proliferated during that time period. The electric guitar is one of the most significant cultural inventions of all time. You know what I mean? It took the fullness, the sound, the soundscape and power of an entire orchestra and put it into the hands of one man, right? That is the power of the electric guitar. And we invented that in our time. We have so much stuff in this time period. If we took these greats, you take Wagner, you take Bach, you take these guys, you sat them down and you showed them Lord of the Rings. You showed them, I don't know, pick your favorite album, Dark Side of the Moon, freaking 2112, I don't know, Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys. That's one that I think is a masterpiece, right? You take these out, show them our favorite movies, our favorite music, our favorite. They would think that they would be proud of us. They would think they would be like, we are so happy that the tradition of genius art continued on through the years far longer than we thought it would, right?
Mhm.
So we need to get rid of this level of self-hate as modernists. Oh, comic books, man. You know how many graphic novels I have that are just masterpieces,
Mhm.
just masterpieces.
Oh, like
It's just,
what about the original? Remember the Crow?
yeah,
Yeah. So did you ever
Ah, yes, the
look
guy
at?
every dude at a Halloween party looking to pick up chicks goes as.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, so it was the movies were actually based off of a graphic novel by a guy who was like, you could definitely tell like going through it and all that. Like, okay, whoever drew this and wrote this has been through some real shit. And it turned out, yeah, he went through some real shit with like his girlfriend being assaulted and stuff like that. So the actual like graphic novel doesn't have, it just has like the guy talking to the crow, but no like I am an immortal like Superman who can't really die or whatever. It's like the dude's just nuts, dresses up like that, and is just like injecting himself full of drugs, whatever, and going out and getting revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
I
the
have
the
to check it
artwork
out.
was actually, yeah, the artwork was actually was actually really good. I mean, like I was quite surprised when I saw it, and I was like, wait, hold up, this was I was about as surprised when I saw that and realized that that was the case as I was when I first found out that like Andy Griffin was from the Andy Griffith Show was a comedian.
Wait, what?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So when I grew up, as a youngster, with my watching the Andy Griffith Show, I didn't know that Andy Griffith was a comedian and that he was playing the straight man on his show for everything else to be funny around. But then I heard his old stand up acts. I'm like, oh shit, he was a comedian. Okay,
You didn't
but
know, I can't believe you didn't know that. That's
I
I thought that was common
Yeah, you
knowledge.
mean I know
you'd
it
think I would
now.
know that. Like it was my dad's favorite TV show, but
Yeah,
yeah, no, that's a surprise to me.
yeah, no, it's all good. But back from the derail. Eternal Virgin Wizard did say on the YouTube here that Gygax said women shouldn't be at the D&D table, and he thinks if Floyd's were kept away from this series, that it would have been better. And I can agree to a point. I mean, I know guys who have met their wives at D&D tables. In fact, I've been to their weddings. But in general, yeah, I I don't know if it's so much the female interjection as it is the um the fruit cup interjections that have been the real problem with the hobby.
Well, the fruit cups and their masters,
Yes,
the greenskins we mentioned earlier.
yes. The the green skins that have a particular bald spot they have to keep covered.
Yeah. So my wife plays tabletop. I think part of the problem is because I've never had a problem playing D&D with guys and their wives when their
Yeah.
wives are there, maybe their longtime girlfriend. That's never a problem. What does become a problem is when you get like single girls there, and when it's like young guys and there's a single girl. Part of it is her lack of maturity. The other part is guys acting like knuckleheads. They don't
Yeah.
think right.
Yeah, and then like me, I've ran games, whatever, and as a DM, I had to be like, listen, if y'all gonna do that, you'll do that away from my table, because quite frankly, I care that you're Grognak the barbarian, and you're Sylphie the rogue. Okay, in fact, I care about those characters that you brought here more than I care about whatever dumb shit you're about to get into.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
whatever happens, I better have Grognak and Sylphie at my table next week.
But Gygax based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I mean, talking about playing tabletops. I literally have two of my children that one I can literally say is my vampire baby because me and the wife were deep into playing Vampire the Masquerade when he was conceived.
Oh,
And the latest one I can say is our D&D baby, because we were in the middle of going around and going D&D games when he was conceived.
hell yeah. That's awesome. Very based.
Yeah,
That's gamer stuff right there.
absolutely, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I forget now. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So that's the thing is, these games. But I know like everybody's like, oh, D&D has gotten super gay, and I mean, I remember seeing like the whole thing for Pride Month with Wizards of the Coast sharing the thing with the gay beholder and stuff like that. And I said, guys, you don't understand. Beholders mind control people. This whole town is horribly being controlled by a gay beholder. This isn't like something to complain about. This is a plot point. All right, this is a plot point to put in your games. You go to this town. Why are the dwarves all of a sudden just gay bakers instead of barbarians and stuff like that? It's because there's a gay beholder that's mind controlling the town, and you have to go find it and kill it.
Also, there's the tabletop market is immense.
Yeah.
There are so many table. You don't have to play fifth edition D&D. I don't play fifth edition D&D. If I play D&D, I play second edition AD&D.
Yeah.
There are so many other games. There's Palladium games.
Mm-hmm.
There's freaking umpteen. I have one. It's called Astounding. What is it called? Astounding Sorcery Swordsman of Hyperborea or something like that. It's like Pulp, Robert E. Howard, Conan stuff. There's a Conan game. There's tons of sci-fi games. There's freaking just anything you could imagine. You do not have to play D&D. And at this point, so many of us have been playing tabletop games for so long, we could just like
Yeah.
make up our own rule set and just play. And also there are quite a few guys in our spheres that have made their own tabletop games. We could play them. There's one guy that's based, he's kind of on our side of things, created Adventure Conqueror King system. I have one called Grim Earth, which I actually released the beta of the core book on my Substack for people. People play it, right? There's so many options out there. You absolutely do not have to give your money to Wizards of the Coast, and you certainly don't have to pirate their stuff. Their modern system sucks. It's too easy. It's gay. Nothing about it is good. Don't even play it.
Yeah, man. Well, I run a 5e game every week, but I have so much homebrew that people say to me like, I have guys who play at my table and then we'll go play at a different table, and they'll have to remember because they see me. They have to remember, oh, this isn't the game you're running, so I have to play with the boring crap rules. You know?
Yeah. And also, dude, there were so many awesome settings for the go back to the TSR days. Dark Sun.
Yeah.
We're talking Birthright. We're talking Ravenloft. We're talking you had Greyhawk, obviously. I don't like Forgotten Realms. Get out of here, Forgotten Realms. It's kitchen sink garbage. But you got that. You got Dragonlance, Mystara, Planescape, Spelljammer. What else is out there? There's so many different settings that you could get into with second edition D&D. Dark Sun is so based, it's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I remember me Curry talked about this on a previous episode where the funny thing is that there's been talk about them trying to do it, quote unquote bring back Dark Sun, but the
They
thing
can't.
is that yeah, no, because in some way or another it's going to be super problematic. It's like oh well, they could try to make it like you're fighting against climate change by evil capitalists or whatever, but here's the problem. Here's the thing with Dark Sun, right? If they try to do it with Dark Sun, it would be the same thing as people who say that cyberpunk, the setting is like super woke and super liberal. It's like no, it is literally the cyberpunk setting, the setting of cyberpunk, including in the game 2077, is that this is what liberalism and libertarianism want, where anybody can do and be whatever they want and that kind of thing. Every race mixes together into some beige
Some sort of
monstrosity.
strange, rootless
Yes, exactly.
horror
All
show.
these, yeah, and allowing for the governments no longer really have power, but then the corporations have power, and so on and so forth. It is literally like l- hyper libertarian, hyper liberalism cranked up to the max and then beyond, and the horrific outcome of uh, those worldviews.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it was funny,
Exactly.
very funny, because I remember seeing an interview with the guys um, who made the game from CD Project Red. They made it, and then they Night City, and then they actually went to California and saw how completely fucked it is over there. And they said, "I don't know if we made Night City dystopian enough."
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's absolutely hilarious. But I mean, and I enjoyed the cyberpunk um tabletop game. Obviously, I was that game was like the one that really hurt me in terms of pre-orders, because here's the thing: CD Projekt Red did good with the Witcher games, but then they turned into an absolute super feminine bunch of fucking liars when it came to Cyberpunk. Even now, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, everything went fine," and then, "Oh, we changed it from a male V to a female V with the marketing because it's just more people play as that," and "Oh, we totally put everything in, it was all good and all that, and we never did things." It's like, no, guys, we can go back, we can see where you had all this stuff you promised. You were showcasing, like, yeah, we're gonna put this thing in. You're gonna be wall climbing. Your cyberware is super gonna matter and stuff like that. None of it really fucking mattered outside of a couple things you could do. Um, hell, the wall climbing thing never happened, even though in less than a month, modders were able to fix it and mod it in. They never fixed it themselves. It was super broken at launch. It was fucking horrible. And now it's playable. It's now playable, and especially if you have mods like I have, extra playable. A lot of big budget going in that one. But
Oh yeah, we love our big budgets.
yes, big budget.
Nothing
It's
like seeing a
California.
female game character with two big, beautiful budgets.
Yeah, big budget. It's California. The silicone budget is there. Let me tell you. And actually, it's really funny because the mod I have to make that happen, it doesn't like an aura around you, so it doesn't like completely kill your memory. So have you seen Terminator 3 with the female Terminator?
Yeah.
So you know how it's like she gets pulled over by the cops, she looks at the lingerie ad, and then she makes her tits bigger.
Yeah.
Like literally, I can walk up to an NPC and I see the game, their model change from the normal model to all of a sudden their tits get bigger. It's just like that. I'm like, I can't tell if this is them changing things or it's like a glitch in my cyber eyes, but I'm all here for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the game. I actually played the original 1988 tabletop cyberpunk game.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that was made by Mike Pondsmith,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Honorary guy, right?
Oh
But
well, yeah. I mean, he was Air Force military intelligence guy. So yeah.
yeah. So I like that a lot, and I also, I was a big fan of the Neuromancer novel and stuff like this. I've spoken about cyberpunk as a genre at length quite a bit. It's a really important genre for us today. As you said, they're like, actually, it's cyberpunk is just you live. Yes, it is. It is super liberal. It is hyper liberal. That's why it's a horror. That's
Yeah.
why it's so terrible.
Yeah.
That's why it's a nightmare. It's because this is what happens when you get exactly what you want, right? And it is a really a meaningful commentary on on our society in a way that is mythopoetic in and of itself. Science fiction and cyberpunk, more specifically in our era, is really an important genre for us today. Science fiction has always been about, like, people think science fiction, they usually think Star Wars, Star Trek, or whatever. I wipe my ass with Star Trek. I think Star Trek sucks. it's progressive sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's just it's gay luxury, space communism or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I do have to push back a little there. There is 3 Star Treks that are decent, and those are TNG, Voyager, and the Orville.
I would say that the Next Generation is probably one of the most subversive programs of all time. It's one of the worst things to ever get aired. You guys can watch American Krogan's series about it.
Hold on.
He tears it apart, But I understand because when it came out, about it was in the 90s. A lot of us were kids, and it was cool because it was aliens and spaceships and stuff. We didn't really look at it through this lens yet.
Yeah.
But
I watched TNG when I was older. When I was like sick with COVID, or after I was sick with COVID, I went and visited my mother, and she wanted to watch it, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, we'll watch it." And we started like halfway through the season, and then every time like fucking Worf showed up, I'm like, so these are the space barbarians, right? Why is he not kicking the shit out of everybody?
exactly.
Why is this dude getting defeated by a plastic barrel?
Exactly. And then we rolled it around and ended up watching the first episode. In the very first episode, Q shows up and he's ready to kick his ass. I'm like, where the fuck was this guy the rest of the series?
It's very cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cringe. But Star Trek is not true sci-fi. Star Trek is I don't know, it's something else. Star Wars, which I stand up for Star Wars, but Star Wars is a fantasy.
Mhm.
It's not truly a science fiction. Science fiction by its definition deals with the nervousness around science, the nervousness around technology. It has to do with like if you go read the original sci-fi stuff, H.G. Wells. But now that we're talking about gaming, H.G. Wells actually invented the first codified tabletop war rule set in 1913 called Little Wars. People don't know that. So in 1913, H.G. Wells pretty much created the first and published the first rule set for tabletop wargaming. Which that goes back to shoot down Matt Walsh again, beat him up some more. Guys that were like retired soldiers and generals and stuff would take these like tin soldiers and they would set them up and they would create like homebrew rule sets and pretty much turn their whole like studies or living rooms into like battlefields and play these like days long games.
Yeah.
So
That sounds sick.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They even like had little cannons and stuff that you could like light and shoot little balls, and it was pretty neat the kind of stuff.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is 1913.
Yeah, where did you think those all little Legos that could shoot little balls and break things came from?
Yeah,
that was when we finally were able to make it.
I
safe
hadn't
for
thought that
kids.
much about it, to tell you the truth.
Speaking of obscure tabletops, Volk be Schwaggin on the YouTube here does mention the Rahowa tabletop from our buddy Gordon.
No, I've never played that.
Oh, so Gordon Call on Americana. He actually made it's very very on the nose, obviously, but it's just a tabletop. Like we actually ended up doing a game of it one point, and he designed it as like something that it only uses D6s. It was meant to be something super duper simple that you could like drink beer and eat pretzels and play it with guys in the evening, that kind of deal. Oh man, and our characters ended up like having to, and it's very much like, okay, the new world order has happened and white people are on the decline, and blacks are able to basically do whatever they want and act as enforcers for the new world order, full on dystopia type, our guy dystopia type thing. And you have to,
Just like real life.
yeah. Well, so he goes ahead and we ended up having to go save our buddy Kyle from, because he was arrested for protesting or something like that, and we ended up having to get past these dindus and whatnot, and then we ended up going through the sewers where we had to dodge furries that were trying to go after us. horrifying way that happened. And then at the end, because I ended up playing as a priest type character and using faith at the very end, ended up fighting a let's just call him a goblinoid sorcerer. So it was literally like the power, like the power of Christ compels you. Although I had named I was Orthodox priest, speaking the words of Saint Theo the Black Pill. Theo being a friend of ours, and like, very much the power of Christ compels you against this guy until eventually what happened is I ended up like beating him out, driving the demon that inhabits them all out of him, and it ended up suplexing it until it like full on like WWF suplexing a demon with the power of faith while everybody else saved Kyle. It was just
That's nuts.
the silliest, dumbest shit that we did in the afternoon because we were meant to be playing a different Savage Worlds game, and not enough people showed up, so we decided to do that instead, and it was really funny. Anybody who hasn't looked into it should definitely check it out. Uh, it's a lot of fun, just make some shit up and just run with it. It's not meant to be like long campaigns, just like an evening or two session. It's great. I can't
How
recommend.
Savage Worlds?
I enjoy Savage Worlds actually. Gordon's good to DM. We run so like we ran one two little small campaigns, like 3 sessions called Death Dealers with a setting that he had excuse me, I had a stupid tickle in the back of my throat. Like where basically it was like we had to fight these this evil that like wizard kings had completely screwed up the world and tried to achieve more immortality, and so one became basically like the blight or the version of the devil, and every time it would come back, so there were people who had to go out find these members of the order who had to find the blight and destroy it anytime it popped its head up, and uh, it was a lot of fun, like basically Western but with magic. It was pretty good. As for the Savage Worlds tabletop, I enjoy it because it's very similar to D&D, although basically you you have your stats, your traits, whatever are like you upgrade the type of dice it is, and if you roll maximum on the dice, that dice explodes upwards. You get to roll another one, and that can explode upwards, so on and so forth. So
Yeah,
you can and it's based on degrees of 4. So the average difficulty for a check is 4. So if you roll a 4, you succeed. But if you end up getting like an 8, probably because your dice exploded or because of bonuses, that is what's called a raise, which is like a critical success. And like each raise increases something up to a certain point. Like usually, like on a combat, a raise will cause extra damage. That kind of deal. So I mean, that was nice and fun. Plus, we had the it has the ability. The game that I played with Courier that Gordon did in Savage Worlds was a Mass Effect game. So
And it was fantastic.
yeah, and I played a Vorcha that weaponized being an asshole and taunting enemies. Like that, literally, you can taunt enemies to piss them off so that they can they take a negative to attack anybody but you, and everybody gets a positive to attack them. Like it's like being a bard, but actually extra super useful in combat. So
that
it was
sounds
a lot of
cool.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very customizable setting for all kinds of stuff. I do recommend it if people want to try it out as well. Along with like I said, like I like Cyberpunk. I like Vampire the Masquerade 20th edition. I have to preface that because I've looked at the 5th edition and I didn't even get to the mechanics. I just saw all the lore crap and I was like, this fucking sucks. That's all disciplines. Y'all extra fucked up here. And then that was when I was actually checking out the Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 that came out. And holy hell, that game sucks. It has a decent enough story, that honestly could have just been a book.
Really?
And yeah, it could have just been a book, and I'd have been happy with it. Like some people say, I hate the part where you play as a detective and have to do this stupid talking stuff. I'm like, that was the only part that was endearing to me. Was like the talking, the things, whatever else about KV and bit. The combat sucked, and it's all because Paradox decided at the last second, like, hey, we're gonna take this game, scrap it, give it to Chinese Room, which is known for making storytelling walking simulators. They
Mm.
massively fucked that up so bad. And actually, I remember recently on Twitter they shared a thing like, "Thank you to somebody for sharing your fire," which is the character's name. It's good to see that you like the Strauss glasses, because one of the glasses you could pick. Did you play the Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines there, Dave?
No, I have played Vampire the Masquerade tabletop before. I played what was that Hunter the Reckoning. I played like there's like a Hunter the Reckoning game for original Xbox that I played. And that's like the extent of my into the like World of Darkness or whatever.
Yeah, let me see. So I'm actually gonna pull this up for the constituency who's been watching along with us the entire time. So, in Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, if you check out the stream, you can see it too. There's a guy called Maximilian Strauss. He's a Tremere Regent, and he has a particular. This thing will load is because I'm doing. Nope, that's not why it's happening. All right, it doesn't want to load for me. So let me just get an image here. He has a set of glasses. It's very similar to like the glasses that Morpheus wears from the Matrix and that kind of thing. And they have the same kind of glasses you can use in Bloodlines too. You can choose that, and I responded to him like, "Oh wow, hey!" I responded to the official Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 account saying, "Oh wow." So the one thing that everybody can agree was actually good about the game is the fashion accessory directly pulled from the far superior first game. Gotcha.
Or we're still talking about the video game, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, now, granted, first game came out with bugs, but that was because it was rushed and all that. And then they had an extensive, very dedicated modding scene to fix those things. So, but still, the bones were there for it to be a great game. The new one, awful. Your choices don't. There's only one choice. The most important choice in the new game is do you or do you not choose to embrace the Negroid that is in charge of the vampire hunters? If you don't, if you're like, nope, for whatever reason, it could be like I was playing as Clan Toreador. You're fucking ugly. You're not joining the pretty vampire clan. Or you could be like, I'm a Ventrue, and I'm not going to embrace somebody against the princess wishes because as a violation of the traditions. Doesn't matter. You don't embrace her, you always get the same ending, which is the whole city burns because the vampire hunters burn everything down because you didn't embrace her. But you don't learn that until like 3 hours later after you beat the game.
Yeah,
Oofter.
Yeah,
I just it
it's
just the whole setting kind of I don't know. I'm
yeah,
not a fan of
fifth edition.
vampires.
Yeah, fifth edition. And here's the thing: so the the first one, Bloodlines one, was 20th edition Vampire the Masquerade. The Bloodlines 2 is 5th edition, and 5th edition is very bland. Also, is set in Seattle, in like the most aggressively gay city that you come to. Like every time I was
Short of
walking around,
Frisco.
yeah. Well, some every time I walked around, like some random individual, like some random dude ran up. I was like, "Oh, I like what I see. You want to go somewhere?" It's like, "I think you need to go away from me, sir. I don't want anything to do with you." It's supposed to be a chance
Oh,
so you can suck their blood. It's like, nah, this sucks. This is awful. I hate all of it. And also, they had this radio show on it called the Bet of Night, which is supposed to be their version of the Deb of Night from the first game. The Deb of Night in the first game was about this woman who was it's like early OnlyFans type shit where she's just or like ASMR Twitch or whatever where she's talking sultry to some dudes who have to it's a call-in show for dudes to talk to her, whereas the Bed of Night sounded like I had to actually look up and find out it was a real person and not just AI, but it sounded like somebody who did not understand what talking in a sultry manner meant. Like that, the delivery was so awful. I legitimately thought it was AI. But
damn.
yeah, it was awful. So nobody get that. And that's the sad thing is you have these great things like rolling back to Cyberpunk, 2077. What gangs did they have? 4th Street, which is like, uh, this is what we think MAGA is like, or the the Valentinos are just like super Catholic cartel guys. When so Dave, you played Cyberpunk. Do you remember what the Valentinos originally were like?
In the original game,
Yes.
like the tabletop game,
Yeah. Like what
uh,
their MO was, that kind of thing.
I don't remember. I don't
Uh,
remember. It's
yeah.
been years since I played the
You're probably more
original.
familiar with like the bozos and such like that, right?
So we played the Cyberpunk. Dude, I'm telling you, we probably played Cyberpunk in 20 we're talking 2010 was when we had like a Cyberpunk game going on. It's been a long
Okay.
time, but I don't really remember a lot. I remember there's like Rocker Boys and
Yeah.
like I remember some of the classes and everything. I don't remember the setting that well.
Yeah. Well,
There
so
was like an Hour Guys gang, wasn't there, that should have been in 2077?
yeah, so what happened was so the Valentinos, which in 2077 are like the like super like Catholic cartel guys in in cyber tabletop RPG setting, they were fuck boys. Their entire thing was trying to get like with either like hot celebrities or there's this big time corpo dude. I'm gonna go seduce and fuck his wife. That's what it was. They were the fuck boy gang. You
In
know,
the tabletop,
yeah. In the tabletop, they were the
mm,
fuck boy gang. That's what they. Granted, they did other usual gang shit, but their whole thing was they were the fuck boy gang. Then you yeah, then you had like the bozos who biosculpted themselves look like clowns. Like the big clown shoes weren't actually shoes; they altered their feet to look like that. You had the Brady's, which would adopt homeless children because they based themselves off of the Brady Bunch. They got themselves biosculpted or like plastic surgery to look like the Brady Bunch, and then they would adopt children and take care of them. That was a whole thing they did, and then all that stuff. And the courier. So in with Cyberpunk Red, which was the updated version 20 from 2020, which Red is still pretty good. It simplified a lot of the rules, especially the net running rules. Because in 2020, net running is like okay, the net runner is going to do something this session, and you all sit back and have like 18 beers. It's going to take a while.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say, stand by while we figure out what exactly it is over the course of the next 45 minutes.
basically, I'm more like an hour. But yeah, but the thing is that so with Red, there was a thing called the Red Chrome Legion that basically was the cyber Nazi uh, gang that actually became a serious problem out in the Midwest and captured major cities. They could have put that in the game, and maybe they will in the next one. I don't know, but I don't think they had the balls to do so. And like I said, instead they just made up all these different. And the Voodoo Boys, in 2077, it's just like Haitian hackers who immediately try to screw you over, which they're Haitian, so that makes sense. But the actual voodoo boys of the tabletop, they're literal devil worship. Grant, the devils they worship are the psychotic AIs from Beyond the Black Wall that they think we're
Ooh.
gonna bring the AIs in, and then they're gonna reward us or whatever, which totally not gonna happen. You know, the AIs are psychotic, crazy,
It
omnicidal, not even homicidal, omnicidal AIs that want to kill everything. And
it was kind of funny how like accidentally racist the voodoo boys in the game were.
yeah, and the funniest thing is actually in the tabletop, the majority of the voodoo boys until the release of 2077 in the tabletop, the majority of voodoo boys were actually white dudes just appropriating the voodoo culture. Like it wasn't actually all Haitian until like in the year 2077 because we put this in the game, and it's the again just the laziest shit there is. And the animals, like the animals are like in the game, in the video game, they're just big and hulked out, you know, and like on steroids and shit. In the actual tabletop, they get themselves biosculpted to look like there's a character in the game named like Rhino that you fight or whatever. Hold up. Looks like we got the audio cutting out according to somebody. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I hear you, yeah.
All right, hold up. Let's get an audio check. Um, I'm hearing it on my end on the streams here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta go fill my drink.
Yeah, go ahead and do that while we do this. Sorry, Gokuma of Doom. I think it's just you. Oh, okay. Might have been a skip on the Rumble, but okay. Good. All right, Big Dave, can you still hear us? Or are you away from your audio setup?
He's restoring his drink.
Oh yeah, I can also use a drink. Yeah, I'll continue when he gets back. Please enjoy this message from our sponsor. Hello. Would you like to be based and not confused? Then you should go to buymeacoffee.com/thegamerword. Join the Chudbin Circle, or at least send Courier some beer money. He slaves away for this podcast. You have no idea how much I put this poor bastard through. And if you want to be based and confused, go to buymeacoffee.com/based and confused and support them. They are also a very, very good show. All of us, of course, hosted on Americana.com. You should go to Americana.org. Americana.org. You should go there and go to the donate page and give Gordon some money as well after you join the Chudman Circle.
All right, I'm back.
Excellent. Good. We just finished our perfect time, and we just finished our commercial there. So as I was saying,
We did a little shilling, you know.
So with the animal, so the animal in the video game, there's a character called Rhino. Big, bulky, you fight them. If they were really like the animals in the tabletop game, this individual, I think it's a female actually, would have changed her whole face to have a full on rhino face with the horn and everything. You know, like it's significantly less than it could have been. And that really upset me because, I mean, like, right, I know you can't put everything. But for a game like Cyberpunk, like, hell, when it first came out, it's like, okay, I looked at it, you could have all the normal skins, like white, Asian, Mexican, light-skinned Negroid from around here, you know, but you couldn't have, like, full-on, super black Ethiopian. And I was pissed off not because I couldn't have that, because like, okay, I see dudes walking around on the street with literal gold skin, like the dudes from Konpeki Plaza. Why can't I have gold skin? Huh? Why CDPR? Why can't I be walking around with the gold fucking skin? I mean, this is cyberpunk.
Why can't I be gold skinned?
Yeah, why can't I be gold skinned? What's up, huh? I ain't good enough to be gold skinned. Is that what you telling me, huh? I know you had the models for it because you have an entire fucking section in the main mission where all the employees who are interfacing with the public have to be gold skinned. So I know it's there.
Gold skinned. Hey, yo, he gold skinned. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. Why can't I be gold skinned? Yeah, exactly.
Hey, fuck what you talking about, bro? Hey, yo,
yeah,
whose man's is this,
Gold-skinned.
nigga?
exactly. But that's the deal. Is so it's like, dude, no, like they didn't do any of that, especially on a game like Cyberpunk. I mean, hell, I'm in a Cyberpunk campaign now actually, and like customization is just the name of the game with that game. Like, figure out what you do to customize it, spend a week making your character, and then hope you don't get killed in the first bit of combat because that is extremely lethal tabletop system. I mean, Pondsmith referred to himself as Mike, the guy who killed your cyberpunk character, Pondsmith, because it was so lethal.
This is something that happens quite a bit with when we take things from when they take things from tabletop or from fiction or from comics and they put it on they gamify it
Yeah.
or they Hollywoodize it. It ruins a lot of the kind of gonzo-ness.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm a big Judge Dredd fan. I love Judge Dredd. And I think the last Judge Dredd movie that they did was very good. But even that one, they completely stripped the kind of cartoonish, like the silliness that is really for the I don't want to call it silly, the gonzo-ness of Mega City and Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd rides a hog. There's like weird cults. There's like a fat cult. There's like all kinds of like weird, a lot of supernatural stuff too with Judge Dredd. You have the whole what's his freaking slip in my mind. Not Judge Death. Judge. I'm like freaking. I'm gonna kick myself later. But there's like whole storylines, supernatural. It's not in there. None of it. And it's kind of disappointing for some reason. It's not for some reason. I know we all know the reason. It's because normies aren't going to get it. They're not going to understand why all of that gonzo craziness and silliness makes it more cool. They're going to be like, well, this isn't very realistic. I want it to be more like real life because they don't have imaginations, right?
I mean, sometimes these cuts are good though. Like we could have ended up with like literal furries walking around in 2077.
Yes, then good. So I can run them over.
Yeah, we could have shot them.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, we could have been shooting them. We could have done the full with the full flash gets thing of, oh brother, no, avenge me. Yeah, but or like talking about like the silliness. I play RoboCop Rogue City, and that game was just straight fun. You know, like it just felt like a RoboCop game. They didn't do anything too crazy other than making you have to work with some nog you really didn't want to. But they kept a lot of stuff simple. It was plenty funny. Like this, every time he shot a dude in the dick, he did the full thing from the movie where they just grabbed the crotch and then fell to the ground. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it. I didn't go through the whole thing, but I enjoyed it. I did.
It was indeed quite fun. And then I was gonna say actually, yeah, I mean I enjoy games like that, but also like one of the big things is and this is the thing is I get that in with those games they can't do they can't do like where in a tabletop RPG, you know, especially like on ones I run, like where the DM can go on the fly, on the fly, and just make stuff up, so you can do whatever you want. But having the option to make as many options choices as possible, you have things like like you have things like okay, Oblivion released the Outer Worlds. I haven't played the Outer Worlds, so I'll play the Outer Worlds. It was an extremely mid,
Obsidian.
yeah, Obsidian. You're right. Sorry, Obsidian released that, and it was extremely mid game, incredibly mid,
Yeah.
aggressively mid. Okay, but one thing they did have was if you decided to side with one person, screw over another, or screw over one, but then say that they would be the better option for the one, or just be like, hey, like you meet your first potential companion in the game, and then you meet a guy, and he's telling you to do crap, so you just shoot him in the head. And then she says, "What the? Why did you do that?" And it's like, "Oh, he was being mean to you, so I shot him." Like this,
Oh yeah.
any option. I mean, that entire game, you can go through that entire game as an absolute psychopath, shoot everybody, just kill everybody, and still get to the end of the game. you know. So I mean, that's a thing I like. Or like okay, um, Baldur's Gate 3. Now I'm a fan of D&D. I enjoy Baldur's Gate 3. I play it with plenty of mods. Like when I
Mm.
was streaming it, I was doing a white will mod where I used the mod that turns will white. That got banned off of Nexus. Along with
As
other
all good mods do.
yeah, along with other as along with other fun mods. And then I went ahead and the first thing I did was make sure to get those damn dirty tieflings out of the grove. Because
I don't know. I'm not playing that game. I don't even want to play a game. You go through cities and there's tieflings and freaking minotaurs and
oh,
elves and dwarves
there were
and
no
lizard
tieflings
people.
because they're all dead.
Yeah, but you go to a city and then there's like lizard folk hanging out with like furbolgs and dwarves and elves all getting along in a
Yeah,
multicultural.
yeah. That's
That's
because
just me, man.
that's the thing is that only ever happens in Baldur's Gate though. Baldur's Gate's like
It shouldn't happen anywhere.
Baldur's Gate's like the San Francisco of that entire setting because and like literally because it got dragged to hell.
Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, and it was at the Sword Coast originally in the Forgotten
Yeah,
Realms, setting. These were human territories.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. And that's I love the Forgotten Realms, but it has since like after the whole thing with our after our R.A. Salvatore's books, after that and the big acceptance of it, and then especially with Critical Role and other shit like that going on, the Forgotten Realms setting has become like the Marvel universe of like these same areas. Like literally, if you ask the average person what goes on in the Forgotten Realms, they can only tell you two things. One, anything happening on the Sword Coast, or two, the Kingdom of Thay. Anything else, they know nothing the fuck about. They barely even know that Waterdeep exists. They don't know about the Elven cities. A lot of them, unless they played somebody who wanted to run Tomb of Annihilation, have never heard of Chult.
yeah,
And all these other things. Like you actually look at the map of the Forgotten Realms, and then you realize that most of these stories that people know and understand are in an area the size of like I don't know New Jersey.
yeah. Cholt's the islands with the dinosaurs and stuff, right?
Yeah. Like I wish there were
Yeah,
dinosaurs. There are fucking dinosaurs. You just consume the modern woke slop that's thrown in front of you that only focuses on the Sword Coast because they're like, oh well, everybody loves this. Do something else, fuckers.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, but I enjoyed
I
that game.
mean,
I enjoy that game, and I enjoyed the amount of freedom that it had. But that freedom was, as Courier showed me when we played Divinity, is primarily more of a Larian thing than a setting thing. Like that was just Larian taking the time to put all that in their game.
Yeah, I think games with too much freedom ruin it. I don't like open world games at all. I think they suck. And I think that this new age of everything open world, full character customization is kind of ruins video games. And I think that's what attracts the theater
The
kid,
creatures.
the
Yeah,
fruit cup
yeah.
and the
I mean,
creatures you're
look,
talking about.
I love the open world stuff. I love the customization. As long as you can actually customize your character. Like, okay, Avowed. Avowed came out and Faggot Age of Failguard, you know, where it came out. It's like, oh, you can make your character, and it showed the sliders. I There was a game that's supposed to come out that was on beta for a while. It was called Vindictus: Defying Fate. It's like a Korean game, you know, hot chicks, a lot of jiggle going on. I took the female character, I put them, their boobs, their butt, and all that, everything to the lowest or most unappealing setting. It was still bigger and better than the biggest, most appealing setting in Dragon Age of Velgard. Like literally the ugliest you can make a female character, the flattest and ugliest you can make them, have bigger tits and a better ass than the best you could do in Dragon Age of Velgard. It's like, are you joking me? This is fucking retarded. You know, like I want actual customization where I can make my character how I want. And yes, that means that if there's a female character, it's going to have tig old bitties because that's where all the magic is. The Japanese have taught me every game, Japanese game,
Mana
the,
stored in the boobs.
absolutely, especially Dragon's Crown. If you ever play Dragon's Crown, every magical character, the sorceress, the woman at the magic shop, the other woman helping you, the magic woman creatures, all massive bazongas because that's where the magic is right there. Okay.
They got those big magic budgets.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's where the magic is. Okay, is what I'm saying. Okay, straight up, that's where it is. Okay, but I like to do that. I like to have those characters where I can actually do it. But also, I want the characters to matter. You know, I want choices to matter. If it's in a game where you have choices, like I will play a character action game. I'll play it and I'll love it. I'll play the character. But if you give me something like a character RPG where, okay, here's a character, you play as this character, you can make choices. Okay, cool. That's great. If the choices matter, like some people are gonna give me some flack on this. Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one. I beat it today. I finished it today because our buddy Gon bought me the second one, so I figured I'll finish the first one. I was never gonna spend my own money on the second one.
Gon
And
remains my favorite Tekken 3 fighter.
well, I played it and I found that because people were like, "Oh, you could be good or evil in this game." It's like, not really. It's you can be slightly more of an asshole in this game, and that's it. Like there's no response to like what you do in terms of like if you do things in an evil way. Like you have Fallout 3. Fallout 3. You do all sorts of crazy shit. You blow up Megaton because Moira was pissing you the fuck off. You know, so it had to go. And then you meet your father and he talks to you about the good or terrible things you've done. Like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. You know, you have all that. You can tell him like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "You know what, you left me. Go fuck yourself," you know, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you go talk to him, and he's like, "I'm not mad. I'm just Liam Neeson for some reason."
A lot of these games, I don't even like really consider these games RPGs. Like I don't consider Fallout 3 and beyond. I don't consider the Elder Scrolls games RPGs. I don't
Bro's
consider.
about to bust out something obscure like Steamworks of Magic and Obscura.
I just like anything that's not turn based is not an RPG to me.
I mean,
It has to be turn based.
I can't agree with you on that one at all in the least.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can't agree with you on that one.
Dude, Skyrim is like an RPG in the same way that like Call of Duty or Madden
Oh,
are
no.
RPGs.
Skyrim is an
Oh,
adventure game. It's not an RPG game.
It's an adventure game with RPG elements.
Yeah, exactly. It got some RPG elements, but it's not an RPG because there's very little times where you have choices. Like the point of a role playing game is you play a role and you have choices that matter. What some of your choices are like help this dude destroy this evil staff, and he's your buddy, or kill him and get the evil staff. Like that's the biggest choices you have. It's that doesn't matter.
I don't think choices matter at all. I think it has to do with turn base.
I feel like controlling
choices don't matter, you say? You're a
Yeah.
big fan of the end of Mass Effect 3.
I am a big fan of the Final Fantasy games.
that's very fair. I mean,
Oh yeah, see, I can't stand Final Fantasy. They drive me up a wall.
Final Fantasy 7, you think Final Fantasy 7 isn't one of the greatest games of all time?
I can recognize the artistry. I just don't care for the game personally.
Well, you're a zoomer, so you're like 12, so.
yeah. I mean,
I'm not, but all
I
right.
played I played I played 10 back in the day, but I didn't when people my age were getting the Final Fantasy and stuff, I was playing Metal Gear.
Yeah, I played 7 and 9, but I was doing like Legend of Zelda at the time because I was like 10 years old.
Yeah, yes, he's a little baby. Meanwhile, I was playing Metal Gear Solid, and stuff like that. So, listen, okay, I was poor. We only could get so many games at the time.
Yeah. Hey, they were expensive back then. People don't remember that. But so effectively, when Gary Gygax came up with the idea of role playing, he took war games,
Yeah.
which was the first iteration of D&D was called Chainmail's, a war game, and it was a role playing game as opposed to a war game because instead of playing an entire squadron, you controlled one character, which necessitates turn-based strategy, combat, and mechanics.
Mhm.
So that's like the author, the foundation of role playing games. So if it doesn't have that, how's it a role playing game?
I can see what you're saying, but the turn base and strategy is a war game.
It's also an RPG thing because RPG is derivative of war games.
Right.
It's a type of a war game.
Right, but what makes an RPG as opposed to just a war game?
That you control one character as opposed to a party of characters or an army.
Okay. But at that point, why ever even have the time where your character talks or does anything ever?
You're not real bad.
Well, if that's the case, then why should you ever have a point where your character talks?
You're still
Hold up, you're cutting off for me. Hold up, I think we're having an issue with the telegrams. Hold up, can you hear me now?
Nah.
Okay. Technical difficulties, everybody. Give me a sec. I'm gonna restart the call and see if that works. Let me do this. All right, everybody. Technical difficulties. How do I sound now to you, gentlemen?
Good. I think Telegram has a thing where if you're on for too long, it starts getting schmutzed up.
And good news is it looks
Well,
like we're still
occasionally
caching.
Pavel Durov is compelled by the French government to menace us. That's what it is.
Yeah, Telegram hiccup. It happens plenty. Okay, we're back. We're all good. Let me make sure we're good here. Yep.
Yeah, man, those Skype hiccups.
So yeah, that's my edgy RPG take is that I think it requires turn base, and anything that's not turn base is not really an RPG.
Shit. Okay, hold up. Hold up. My hold on. Let me fix this. Go ahead and talk now. Wrong. That's not working. Try now.
One check two.
Bing bang.
Let me. All right. Okay. All right, everybody. Can y'all hear these gentlemen? Let me check the
Check
stream.
one, check
Can
two.
they?
Hold up. All right, chat. Can you hear them? Can you hear Courier and Dave?
I'd be worried if they could hear me when I wasn't speaking.
Yeah, because it looks like I'm according to the OBS, I'm picking you up. I want to make sure that that's actually the case.
All right. Recovering Libertarian says he can hear us.
Excellent. Okay, good. So we got world of YouTube. You can hear us. Very, very good. All right, we can continue. Yes, that's your outtake on the RPGs. I gotta say though. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, Kingdom Come Deliverance. People were telling me, "Oh, it's great. It's like an RPG. You can make choices." It's it's a character action game. It's a character adventure game with some RPG elements, which is like having a build or whatever. But it's not really that great of an RPG game. And I'm gonna be honest, there were a lot of technical issues that I was getting pissed off with near the end. Like, for instance, I ended up in Vraniak where you had to fight, where you're in an area where you're supposed to be infiltrating these bandits. I'm like, this is a bandit camp. I can kick their asses. Well, there's one guy, a combat master that you met in the beginning, that he's working with them. He's on the side of the bandits, and if you attack the bandits, he'll attack you. But because he's required for a teeny tiny little thing later in the mission, he's invincible. Like literally, the game will, if you attempt to attack him, the game has an X pop up and refuses to let you attack him, even though he's attacking you. And even when I use the game has a thing called Master Strikes, where you do like a perfect block or perfect parry, and it hits him in the face. Even then, he didn't die. So I had to reload because I had some immortal asshole attacking me when I'm trying to kill all these bandits. But I knew it wasn't like you couldn't do it because I went around. I went to the exact opposite end, attracted all the bandits over there away from him, and then just beat them all to death. And then when I got found out that he was required, because go over here and fight the guy and see how well you do. One perfect parry finished him off entirely. I was like, well, this is bullshit.
Wait, what game was this again?
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh.
Yeah. And I mean, I could see what they were trying to do with the
Not to be
combat.
confused with the sequel, King's Coming Men 2.
Yeah, that's why I said like I told people before I would never ever purchase that game, but Gon purchased it for me. I'm gonna mod it up and go try, but I think I might end up using the mod that gets rid of the perfect or the master strikes, because another thing that happened was I was just fighting random fucking peasants and they would get a master strike on me. Like, okay, this is a peasant. He has no proper training. Why is he swinging on me like, he's Miyamoto Musashi or some bullshit, Like, it was very frustrating. On top of that, you had like some missions were very annoying. Oh, sneak into the castle. Okay. I snuck into the castle. I assassinated guards. I assassinated even more guards than were called for. We get to an area. Oh no, the people we're looking for aren't here. Well, cutscene plays. A guard happens to see you, and then, oh, you have to run away. I get it from the perspective of needing to make things more, dramatic. Like, oh gosh, I got to run away. But it really, really pisses me off, and I feel robbed when I sneak around, do a full ninja, and kill everybody. I killed everybody. And then the game just decides, because it's a scripted event, no, you got caught. Why the fuck did I need to be sneaky in the first place? Like fuck you. No. I could go in here. I can assassinate everybody here and do this. I want to do this rather than have to go out, and then now I have to do this stupid bullshit where I have to go find some fucking engineer to build a trebuchet. And then the ending sequence. You're riding along with Sir Hans, and the horse that you're on is too slow to walk beside his horse. But if you try to gallop, you become 3 times too fast. Like that's the most annoying shit. I liked it when Rockstar had it with the Red Dead games, where you could hold a button and just follow somebody. Those were just awful. But I'll see how the second one is. With the mod, I'm gonna do the mod to get rid of the gay shit. It was banned off of Nexus mods, but I got it from I think Deck mods or Akaya mods.
Slightly irrelevant question. Did one of you guys just join Streets of Rogue? Because if not, some rando just guessed the password.
It's me.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, let me bring that up while we're doing all the talking, but let's move on away from this game. What else you got for us, Big Dave, while I set up the game?
What was what were we talking about before? Sorry, I signed into the thing. I'm having some trouble with for some reason my mouse is not responding. Let me restart the game, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, we're talking about what you consider to be a real RPG game, but let's just talk about your favorite tabletop game.
My favorite tabletop games. Oh man, that's tough because there's a lot of them that I really enjoy. I think the ones that I've probably played the most that I love, that I enjoyed, with second edition D&D, specifically in Greyhawk setting. I like that quite a bit. I played that a lot. That was the one that I kind of learned on. I got into tabletop games very young because my older brother's 10 years older than me. He's a Gen Xer, and he played all the OG stuff, so he introduced me to that stuff when I was like 12. So I really got into that. But another one that I really loved, this is gonna sound weird, but we had so much fun playing, was actually TSR Marvel Superheroes. That one was a lot of fun. Because we got rid of all the Marvel superheroes and just made our own universe and just used the system. D&D Birthright was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Rifts. We had a whole summer when we were teenagers. We played a whole thing of Rifts. I don't know if I would go back to that because there's so much character creation with it. I like lighter games now. I like games where you can, just roll up a character in a few minutes and just get to playing, because I got kids and shit. I don't got time for let's have a session 0 where we talk about this and have a whole session where we just make characters. I don't like doing that. I like, let's sit down, let's play. I don't want to, spend all day making characters, just for them to die, right? Because I like games that are hard. One of my biggest gripes with 5th edition D&D is it's cream puff. It's too easy. It's, I like games that have a challenge where you have to use cover. Every battle is a risk. I like Call of Cthulhu. I'm a Lovecraft fanatic.
Oh, yeah.
So I really, really loved Call of Cthulhu. I can't remember which rules setting it was. It's like a few editions back that we play. I like that quite a bit. I actually had a lot of fun. One of my most absolute favorite game sessions we played like almost a whole year campaign. We did GURPS. I don't know if anybody remembers GURPS, and we used the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles splash book.
Oh, wow.
We played our own Ninja Turtles. We made our own Ninja Turtle characters, and we played in the Ninja Turtles universe. That was so much fun. It sounds weird, but it was just so much fun.
I'd play it.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was just a blast. I like had my own. I can't remember what we all gave we had our own Ninja Turtles. We gave them like kind of like Italian names, like how named them after artists, right? And we played that. That was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think. We had the old school Star Wars TSR Star Wars. We played a lot of that. That was a lot of fun. There's a really great one, Tecumel, Petals of the Throne of Empire of the Petal Throne. That's one that you guys might be interested in. Is created by a guy named M.A.R. Barker, who after he died posthumously, they found out that he was writing under a pseudonym for certain politically unkosher, right? He was like writing, I don't know, white power fiction or something like that, 1488 fiction. They nailed him on that after he died, and a bunch of the furries had a sperg out about it. But they don't even know that he could have just been writing it for fun. Who knows whatever. But the Tecumel Empire of the Petal Throne is a gorgeous setting. Brilliant. The guy had a master's degree in who knows, he taught Urdu and some other Chinese stuff. He was a master's degree in Eastern ancient history or something. He's really a brilliant man and made this really a neat setting. I'm a big fan of any sort of, because I've played tons. White Box is one that I like. I'm gonna give a shout out to Adventures Dark and Deep. That's an OSR setting. I like that quite a bit. That pretty much takes OG original Gygaxi and D&D and expands on it. That one's really good. What's it called? Basic Fantasy we played. I like that quite a bit. We have a homebrew. So we have a homebrew setting that I love. We play. I have a whole mechanic system that I created called the G6 system. It's a 6-sided system with exploding criticals and all this kind of stuff. And one of the settings that we came up with is called World War X, WWX. And the setting effectively is in the throes of World War I, War of the Worlds type stuff happen. There's an alien invasion. They wiped out and conquered the whole southern hemisphere. And World War I, humanity turned and had to put their focus on this alien invasion. And it has been that way for 150 years. So World War I has been going on for almost 2 centuries. And instead of, it has technology levels have fossilized, except they've expanded. So 150 years after World War I, but there's no internet. There's no, stuff that we have today. It's World War I technology, except so you got it's diesel punk, cosmic horror stuff. So we have these empires and stuff that we came up with, and the world has fallen, and they're kind of doing their best to survive and carve out survival against this alien invasion of these absolutely bizarre species of aliens that aren't even, they don't even have the same biology as us. They could play weird silicon-based biology. They don't talk. They're just bizarre alienoids with biomechanical stuff. I like that quite a bit. I like playing in that. There's another setting I have that we play in sometimes called Red Void. I actually have a YouTube series on my YouTube. You guys can go over to my YouTube. I use AI generated images, but I narrate the setting so people can go listen to. It's called Red Void. It's sort of like my take on something like Dune or Star Wars or something like that. Pretty much the setting is Earth, or what could have been Earth, many thousands of years ago, perished because the sun of that system became like devolved into a like brown dwarf. So the best and brightest of humanity got on a flotilla and left for this other universe, and they landed on this planet they developed called Nithralis, and it turned into then there's like a bunch of genetic like eugenics programs, and they created this kind of super race called what are they called? The Usamats, and the Usamats started to take over. Then it descended into like cyberpunk dystopia, and then there's this one guy that rose up, and he like had this like spiritual eureka moment. He was like special from birth and started a cult, and then he rose, became the emperor of the entire universe. He became through like genocide and war, kind of like a Horus Heresy kind of thing. And he became he's Paternus Rex Ultima, and then he reigns for hundreds of years and has 9 wives and sires all these sons that become princes of these planets. And then he goes into cryogenic sleep because he believes that there's these like ancient entities, like these cosmic gods are going to rise, and these like space angels called the Moni teach him these prophecies. And he thinks that the what are they called? I forget what they're called, but these like ancient cosmic gods are gonna rise again or whatever. But after he freezes, there's this one dude that's part of his cult that turns to like the dark side, so to speak, and creates this like communist, liberal, like libertine revolution. And he starts kind of like this dark side type thing called the Fosmacht, and his name's Loth. And he goes through this thing called necrocosmosis and becomes the supreme mortifex, and reigns in shadow in like this dystopian hyper-capitalist kind of way. And it's really crazy. And there's all these different, all of the peoples on the planets have gone through ethnogenesis, so they're kind of sort of their own races now. And there's like all this weird stuff, cults and wars. And then there's like these like cosmic horror entities that got awakened on this weird planet that had black pyramids, and they're called the Abominants. And there's like a fake Rex that's trying to take power. It's like, there's a lot of stuff going on. I can't tell you the whole story of the whole fucking thing, but it's a lot of fun because you could play as these kind of Jedi like characters that have their own little cults, and they war with each other, and there's like planetary stuff, or you could just play on and be like in a cyberpunk gang. It's like there's so many different levels to it. We have a lot of fun in that universe. I'm gonna write some novels in that universe eventually. I think I have a few that I started, but I don't know where I'm gonna I don't know. It's the universe I made is too big, and I don't know where to start with it. It's not like my Grim Earth book. Which, guys, go buy my book, Grim Earth Shall Burn. It's available on Amazon. But, yeah. So, go back to RPGs. I have had a lot of fun. I started playing RPGs when I was 12. So, I'm going to be 39. So, years and years. 20-something years, I don't know. I've been playing RPGs. I've had a lot of fun with a lot of different games. Prince Valiant was one that I liked. That's a really old school one. Trying to think what else. There was a cowboy one, a western, like a weird western one we played that I really thought was a lot of fun. I play a lot of RPGs. I love trying new systems. I love trying new settings. I am a very old school gamer. I don't really like what the new age gamers so-called called role playing, where they kind of sit and talk in character for hours and don't actually play. I like let's roll up. your characters appear at the Tomb of Horrors. Now let's go in and do it. I like the strategy. I like the tactics. I like surviving. I like trying to win. You know what I mean?
Understandable.
Hold up. I'm firing up Steam right now. So yeah, long-winded answer is I there's a lot of different games that I like, and there's a lot of these days when we play, I use my system because you can roll up a character in like 10 minutes, like max. You could really essentially you could roll up my system is the character sheets that I made. You could fit it on an index card and you could roll up a character in 5 minutes if you really wanted to.
Based, because that's one thing I hate about normal tabletop is how long and fucking convoluted character creation can get.
Yup. You effectively it's and then all of the formulas to generate stuff like run speed or jump height or stuff like all of the formulas are on there. So if you need to come up with like it's under where it says HP, it tells you to like take this, multiply it by this, and cut it in a third or something like that, and that's your HP. So you don't even need to reference a book. You can roll up a character just with the character sheet.
That's nice, actually. Yeah. And which game is that again?
The original game that it was for my Grim Earth setting.
Nice. Where could one acquire this setting?
So I released it on the Obelisk Substack, the Bizarchive Substack. You can go to the obelisk.substack.com and look through the posts and find it somewhere. But I think I got way too crunchy with it. I now have like 2 whole books.
There's no such thing as way too crunchy with it.
Yeah, well,
if people
my
don't
goal
want crunch,
was
they can go play 5th edition.
Well, my goal was I wanted to make a game that was simple and easy to play, and I instead made a monstrosity where there's like, I don't know. I have mechanics for like building a lineage. I have mechanics for like stars, like birth signs with astrology. I have like mechanics for all this like bullshit that doesn't make the game more fun. So I want to rip it apart.
Well, I mean, hey, who's to say it doesn't make it more fun?
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll send you guys a copy. Here, I'm trying to sign in here.
Yeah. Go ahead and send us. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I might actually go ahead and take it because there's some days where like supposed to be going to a game and it doesn't actually, like the person supposed to run it doesn't show up. So I try to make something like I've got stuff like I got the Vampire for the edition. I've got the Witcher tabletop RPG, and I've actually got the Dark Souls tabletop RPG sitting there because what I do is when I run games, a lot of times I run them at like the local game store, and so because when I'm doing it there, they'll give me like they give like the DM some store credit, because you're bringing people into the store and so on and so forth. That plus, so eventually I'll get like enough store credit just sitting around that, oh, here's $100. I can go impulse buy another RPG book,
Yeah.
Wait, the Dark Souls tabletop, so does that come with a hammer to smash the player's balls with?
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Wait, say it again?
Does the Dark Souls tabletop come with a hammer so that you can routinely smash the player's balls with it?
Courier refers to Souls likes as ball torch,
cock and ball torture games.
Yeah. Well, that's because we were recently off stream. We've been off camera. We've been playing Elden Ring, the seamless co-op mod, and I've been playing through it normally. Gon's been playing through it pretty normally. Courier has his character.
I have everything maxed, and I'm still getting my ass whipped.
on a first run, he has his entire character, every stat at 99, completely maxed out. Proceeds to get his ass kicked when I walk up and just start stabbing something and beat it. Using some of the most overpowered items like Moog's spear, for instance, just still gets
Well, no,
completely wrecked.
I'm doing okay now that I've got Moog's spear.
Yeah, I mean that. Keep in mind that item is just so OP that, like I said, I used it to beat the game once with it, just having fun, and then my kids took the controller and uh beat the new game plus with it, with just it, like, without even fully reading or understanding anything else going on. Yeah, Dave, I'm dead.
You're dead?
Yeah, I've been dead.
How'd you die? Would you try to go in here and start shit with the goons and the drug dealer?
Yeah, I
I
did.
think he memed himself with like a mine or something.
No. I was playing Demolitionist, so that doesn't hurt me. But yeah, no. I walked in. I thought the guy was going to be hostile, so I immediately attacked him and then got destroyed.
This game's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
There, hold up.
yeah. So I do not know how to
Hang on.
respawn.
Stay still. Let me see if I can. I think I can respawn you.
I want to say you're cooked until everyone exits.
Oh,
Oh,
here we go.
I can give you half my health.
That works.
All right, what's our? All right, we got free a slave and destroy. All right, where's?
well, we just did the slave. The reward for that was like an Uzi.
Ammo dispenser. Oh, so that's everything. We can bounce. Let's get out of here.
All right.
That does not look like an elevator.
It looks like a Roman helmet or something.
Yeah, I mean, first time I thought it was going to be a I thought it was going to be like a pickup or something, but
Do one of you guys not have a gun and you would like one?
I have no weapons whatsoever.
I got
Here,
a
take
pistol.
that, Ruck.
Oh boy.
Let's go break some balls over here.
Let's find some Moulinians and
Hey,
Moulin remove them from the street.
Oh, here we go.
hey, forget about it over here. Hey, why you breaking
Moulinians was in the chat the whole time.
Hey,
Air
What's our
trap.
goal?
Mine is to hack, and I'm gonna hack that sales machine to make it do something.
Nice.
It pays more now.
All right, my goals are to
Let's see.
destroy some stuff, neutralize some folks, or freeze some shit.
Oh, see that refrigerator in the next building over? Watch this.
Yep. Nice.
hey.
I hacked the. Oh, I can hack the camera, bro.
What's the banana for?
You could eat it. Press F.
You can eat it, yeah, and then it becomes a weapon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, don't waste too much ammo.
Oh, I have the common guns infinite ammo mutator on.
Man, you fucking play this game for 30 seconds already an expert.
Yeah, I know.
I have some powerful autism.
All right, what's the next, Joan?
I still got to find a computer to break into.
Okay, go retrieve.
Let me see. I need to go. What up?
Can't hack the toilet. 0 out of 10 shit game.
Yep. Okay, I gotta go kill these dudes.
Hey, Fucking whack these guys.
Oh. I got murked by my own, I got murked by my own bear trap.
How much health you got, Dave?
I'm 58.
Yeah, Ruck, come to me. I've got like 106. I can
I'm
give
right
you half
here
of
with
mine.
I'll go back to the shit quick.
Yeah, you're blasting all the ops, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I've got to go destroy some shit over here. So do we each like basically have our own missions with this?
Yeah. Yeah, your character either has a preset objective, or if you made a custom one like me, then it has an objective you picked that you have to do every mission.
I gotta destroy this generator up here. And then I gotta go bottom left corner. And I got optional. Where's my optional? Gotta neutralize this guy. Gotta fucking whack this guy over here. That guy's already iced.
This game is Bobby Bacala Simulator.
Yep.
Or Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got the stuff. I got one more thing to destroy.
I still got to find a computer to hack.
Hold up. Okay. Sorry, done. Hey.
You guys seen a computer yet?
I think there's one. No.
I'm just gonna knock on this guy's door. Over here, you fucking stonad. Hey.
I need to go destroy this
Okay.
shit. Hold up. I can take care of
Get a
this.
fucking way. Hey. Oh, there you go. Hold on, we got a fucking wise guy over here.
Not anymore.
Get the fuck out of here. What's the matter, you, huh? Fuck you, pay me.
I'm gonna check some things. I'll check the chat while we have a chance. Like Kuma. One dude.
Can they see the game on the screen?
Yes, they can. Let me see. Yeah, RPG is the best player friend. So funny thing. So, Dave, so you mostly just run games like your Grimgir setting and GURPS?
No, I have my own system. I have my own dice system that I made.
Is that Grimgir or is that something else? I missed it.
So it's a system that you can use for whatever you want, but it is Grim Earth. I call it the G6 system.
Ah. Curry, I
Yeah.
found a computer
Where's it at?
over by me.
All right. Let me break into this safe. Back from the door. What was in there?
Money.
Oh.
Yes, Kurt,
Juice
over here.
box.
Computer right there.
Where at? Inside this building, or
No, over here in the corner.
got it?
This is not a computer right here.
It is. I'm hitting it.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Turn off security. Release the gas. So good. Operator, just install malware. There's gonna be a bunch of robots to kill. Ah, crap. Here they are. Yeah, that's a thing too. Is they blow up when they die.
All right, ready?
All right.
Yep. So I go ahead. So when I run games, you know, I like to run like a more roleplay heavy games at times. I like to run games where I allow for crazy shit, but I also what the hell's going on? I think it's just that guy's down. Okay.
Something in the air. I got confused. Now I'm slow.
No, I'm rolling around with, like always crit. Supposed to be neutralize this cop over here. You go. Oh, this one. Okay, that's coming up. Okay, apparently I'm huge now. Huge.
Bro is literally big McLarge huge.
Hello, slave. You are now free, I guess,
Okay.
because I
that?
became huge and blew shit up. But I don't tell you.
Steer
run
clear of the
failed.
bridge.
Oh, what was that?
What?
I hacked the fridge and told it to run.
I had to move because that fridge almost hit me.
Oh man, we're like marsupials. Christopher Walken will be scared of us.
Yeah. Who's attacking
it?
who in here? What the hell is happening?
This is like, it's got like weird.
Hi.
There's just like random status effects every few seconds.
Oh, I won
think that's
slots.
it.
Great.
Let's see. Get free money out of the ATM.
Also, check trash cans.
Clone myself. Ah yes, my own clone. Computer. Oh, regenerate health. Perfect. Exactly what I needed.
Fucking guy. Oh. Is that it?
I just gotta find a computer again.
What happens? I'm gonna check our chat, make sure everything's all good.
Oh shit!
Oh shite!
There's random dudes coming after me.
You ain't doing no damage with that.
So, Dave, funny
Yeah.
story. So I put this on the Twitter actually about like here's how you have trans inclusion in games. All right, it's based on something I actually did in a game I ran. So the party went to this town uh called like Sheckelberg or something like that. Something simple. Something simple, something dumb. And so they go there, and the town is actually wrapped in a shadow curse because what had happened was is that this basically a gypsy came in and
Hold on, we
told
got degenerate gambler over here fucking playing a slot machine.
yeah.
Let's get on.
Oh, Courier
Get the
always
fuck
doing that.
out of here.
Courier always
Hey,
doing that. Yeah. But here's the thing.
Since when am I always doing that?
fucking degenerate gambler over here.
Anybody who watched you play Schedule 1 knows.
I just turned that arcade cabinet into a Daytona USA cabinet.
Nice. So they go there, and then basically this gypsy, right? He goes ahead, he comes in, and he tells everyone, like, I have this magic wand. I can turn you into anything you want to be, as like per the true polymorph spell. And some people start taking him up on it, completely free, no problem, be what you want to be. And it's there, like, I go through the whole gamut, like there's an orc who wants to be a human. There's a dude that wants to be a woman. A lot of people decide they want to become gold dragons or some shit, whatever they want. And then though, what happens is that after everybody's all happy, be quote unquote being what they want to be, the the gypsy then plays a trick on them and dispels the magic, turning them back to what they are, causing them all to realize it was all a farce, and then they kill themselves, which puts the entire town in the shadow because it was all a sacrifice to Tenebris, which is like the shadow god or what remains of when the demon prince Orcish tried to become a shadow god. And so the point is the party is supposed to go through there, and they have one of the last remaining residents of the town that did not kill themselves, and he has an arrow on it, and written in Celestial is, I hold it evidence that all these people were born correctly from the start, and that this was all an evil trick. So the point was to take that arrow, shoot it at the gypsy who's still in the middle of town and has become a bodak. And that's how you free the town from the curse. And there's your trans representation right there.
There you go, nailed it.
Yeah, yeah. I have included trans representation. Okay, it's all evil. It's all a trick, and they all when they realize the lie, they kill themselves.
Yo, look at this fucking guy.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is,
Still ain't found that computer.
some of the characters that or some of the players I've ran this scenario with are extremely liberal and pro everything, and they did not catch it at all. Whereas guys I played with who are more our guys, eventually they caught on.
Our guys, Ian.
Yeah, they caught on to it. Like I didn't have to beat anybody over the head with it at all.
Come on, Courier. Let's get a move on, dog. We're waiting on you.
I can't. I'm trying to find the damn computer.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there might not be one.
We might have blew it up, bud.
Yeah, I shot a few
Yep.
computers.
Okay.
Yo. Got
Well,
Unless that's
I'm
a
I'm
computer
allowed to
down
leave
there.
now, apparently.
I don't look like one. I mean, there was a computer in there, but I shot the shit out of it.
yeah.
Yeah, you should really bring me to those before you do that.
Well, it was some invisible bitch trying to shoot me, so I had to.
Yeah, I went in there blasting too.
I gotta be honest.
So anyway,
so
I started blasting.
Gokuma of Doom on our Rumble. Actually, he said he got kicked from a CNC Renegade roleplay server for booby trapping the bathroom.
Someone needs to press E.
There's RP servers for Renegade? What?
Apparently.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. What's the?
All right, what are we supposed to do?
We gotta go and we gotta operate. I gotta hit all these joints. Here, I'm just gonna knock on the door here.
I'm breaking into the computer. All right, here, let's see. Turn off security systems, open lock doors, unlock safe,
Nice.
install malware. Okay.
I fucking blasted that guy and shot him right into the fire. We gotta hit this. I got 10 seconds. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, shit, I got smoked.
Here's a computer.
Oh, I already hacked it, but I gotta get revived.
Hold up.
Oh,
We
there you
got.
go.
Hold up.
I got you.
You got him. We got a bunch of fucking tough guys over here.
We
Hey,
got the
why you
Robo
breaking my
Fanukes.
fucking balls? Yeah. Robo Fanukes over here.
Okay, let's
Hey,
destroy
your sister's
generator
ass.
Oh, destroy
Mecha
generator.
Fanooks.
Mega
You fanooks.
fucking Fanuke over here.
I swear, like a bunch of Moulignons up in here.
Hey. Hey.
Moulignon Tomatons.
These fucking Ditsuns over here.
Ditsumatics. Cover me, I'm hacking. Turn off security systems. Open lock doors.
Up there.
Release the geese.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, courier. Oh god.
Oh my god! What do we have? Infinite ammo?
For basic weapons, yeah. If you get something more crazy like a flamethrower, it still has limited ammo.
I play this just regular. Having infinite ammo makes this way easier.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking whack everybody.
I got a
Ow.
shrink ray. Why y'all shooting at each other?
There's nothing in there I can break into.
All right, what do we-
Let's see. What else do you need to do, courier?
Oh, I've already done it for this mission, but because of last mission, I've quote unquote failed my run. Oh shit! I just got smoked.
Smoke on that, you
Who up?
fucking pig.
Who up reviving the courier instead of looting his stuff?
Yo, the Ruckus just fucking rob you.
At least give me
dropped it.
the shotgun and SMG.
Fucking
How-
guy
You
over
shift
here.
click it.
Control pad.
You hold you tap Q to open your inventory and then you shift click it.
Okay, hold up. Let me just look up control setup here.
Oh, that's right, gamepad.
Yeah, let me see. There should be.
Yeah, this game looked like a dual stick to me, so I opted to not go with gamepad.
Who's got a key to let this guy out of here?
Let me see if I
Well, I might have had a key. I don't know. Ruckus has all my stuff.
can. Yeah, there was a key. Okay, let me go. You said Q or what?
You tap Q and then you shift click anything you want to drop.
Oh, damn it. Since I said on gamepad, it's stuck on gamepad. Let's see.
Well, if you open your inventory, it should tell you what you can press. Like, honestly, I could take or leave the rest of it. I just want, like, the money, my shotgun, and my machine gun.
Yeah. Oh, hold up. Here we go. Let me do... Okay, here we go. I'm able to do it. There's a machine gun. There's money. Fortunately, it makes me drop all my money, too.
How much money did you have?
I don't know.
Okay, there's half of what I just got. And then my shotgun had the rate of fire mod on it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I'm just out here fucking committing genocide.
As you do.
As one does from time to time.
They call me Genocide George over here.
They call me Massacre Marty.
It's not genocide, it's pronounced genocide.
It's Italian. It's like that fancy material fragile.
Giovanni Genocide. Hey,
I'm ready to go.
What? Remote bomb and boombox.
So, what are your favorite games that you know, some people would call RPGs, but maybe they're not RPGs, and explain why they're not.
What are your favorite games that have classes and stats?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, geez, that's a big question.
Yeah, 'cause that's the thing is that you're actually around the money courier, and that does annoy me. It's like it's an RPG. Can I make choices? Which of course, like Faggot Age to Failguard, no, you can't, because the only way to make real choices is to not do your friend's quest, so they all die in the end.
Which is the correct choice in that game.
Yeah.
I would say going through some of my favorites. I love some of the Wizardry 7, Wizardry 8. I liked. I'm a big fan of the Icewind Dale games, Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah.
Obviously Diablo 1 and 2.
Yep.
And then going into console era, Final Fantasy 6 through 10, I think are masterpieces. I like the Dragon Warrior series.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like. Let me think. What else? Shadowrun. I like quite a bit.
Yeah, Shadowrun is a big one. Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
You gotta rob him.
There you go.
Let me think. And go into the console era. Let's say I like the Knights of the Old Republic games. I liked.
KOTOR, Kino.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep. Absolutely. Let me think. What else?
What have you done to piss these robots off?
That happens every time I do my little hacking thing.
Oh no! I had died, courier.
Hang on, I'm on it. I revived you with money.
Excellent. Good.
All right, time to clone a random nigga.
Why is the doctor shooting at me? Hey, fuck you guys. It's my shit.
Knock, knock.
Oh shit, everything is horrible.
This cop bot. Come here, cop bot. Oh god. Cop bots are not effective.
It's like that fucking the audio clip of the Indian. The let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
No. You are fucking. No, you are fucking. Yep.
I just leveled up.
Yep. So actually, that reminds me. A funny thing that happened with my D&D game I played last night is so going through this area, right? And there's this little critter that like eats jewels or some shit. And then once these amethysts that we found, what am I supposed to, oh, there's a drug dealer I'm supposed to be neutralizing. I gotta go do that right now. Oh, the most based of things to do.
Neutralize your local drug dealer.
Yeah. I got neutralized.
By the drug dealer?
No,
Fucking
I got
whacked him.
neutralized by a freaking minecart. Sure, we ain't done shooting this cop.
In Minecraft.
Yep. Alright, go grab what he got. I need to go back and get my stuff. Oh, damn, Dave, you got killed?
Nah.
Come over here, I'll revive you.
Ah, yes.
No, I'm good to go. I did all my shit. Oh shit! I was walking in the fire.
I said mine's all done too. Yeah, somebody else. Guess you killed the drug dealer before me.
Yep, I whacked them all. I went up right to the window and just blasted him from the window.
Bro, look at all this fucking destruction. Whoa. So anyway, I started hacking. Free money.
Anyway, Officer Shiniko came over, so I started blasting.
Based.
I had whiskey and nanner sandwich. Nice, more bears. Anyway, yeah. So we were trying like just get the guy to be like, hey, drug dealer, buy from the shop. Let's see. What can I buy from you? Gigantizer. I'll purchase. Oh, I'm low on cash. I'm low on cash. Well, there. You know what?
Oh, I can fix that.
Yeah. Well, he's low on life now.
Either you guys want a jerry can?
I already exited. I thought you guys were gone already.
Oh.
I got rid of one less drug dealer. I'm on my way. Good evening, officers. I did your job.
Well, they weren't going to do it.
Yeah, no, not at all. Oh, it was just the UK where their job is to like arrest white girls for defending themselves from Pakis.
But then when they watch like an Arab, with an assault rifle, they're like, "Carry on, then."
Yep.
Hold up. Where's my?
Hey, that ATM out there is about to kick out money. Over there on the right. I'm also gonna shut off the security camera in the back room of that bar.
Oh.
Oh, bro. I just got an accuracy mod for my machine gun. We are so back.
Yeah. You guys see that? That train car came through, hit a bunch of NPCs, and they just squished underneath it.
Oh, yeah, I see the pile of jibs there.
The fuck? Some. Hey, Dave. Kurt, can you hire me? Or revive me or whatever?
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Hey,
Bro, this thing melts stuff now. Ah! Little help. Oh.
What happened?
Fell down a hole.
Oh, whatever that was, I just got blown up. I'm a
Yeah,
ghost.
I just got wrecked.
Ooh.
Yeah. Listen, no. So the guy goes ahead. He's like, "I'm gonna." How do I pick characters?
You do it at the elevator. That's also where you make characters.
I was able to do it here earlier.
I now have incendiary ammo. And I get money at the start of every stage.
Nice.
We are merchant maxing.
Of course you are. You always Max in this game. I swear.
Hey, that's how you win. You just
Well, I'm trying to pick traits here. Tank like.
Listen, so anyway, the guy goes ahead, and we're trying to get him to negotiate with the creature. You know, like, oh, he probably has some good information. Just go ahead and negotiate. No, instead he goes ahead and he refuses. He's like, I don't think this guy has any good information. Like, dude, it's like 5 gold worth of quote unquote precious stones. It's like he wanted like opal, I think actually is what he wanted. Like 2 opals or something like that, and it's like just give it to him. He refused, and my character ended up saying to the creature, you know, if you wanted to kick his ass, I would perfectly understand. So the creature and its two fire elemental bodyguards decide to do just that. And I proceeded to do absolutely nothing to help other than bitch the guy and be like, "This is just like the other time, the other thing. I told you, you never listen to me." It's an in character thing we do constantly, and I had to say it was some of the most fun I had doing nothing.
How do you get? How do you recruit followers?
Oh, you find random people and you can just talk to them and pay them money.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
That or you use a clone machine.
Damn, I would have bought a fucking machine gun if I knew that was.
I just noticed that I accidentally made my character look like friggin' Saint Cloud from Venture Bros. You ever watch that show?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember fucking Saint Cloud?
Nah, I remember Brock.
He was.
What was his name? Brock Sampson or whatever.
Yeah, Saint Cloud was like the amateur supervillain who came in to be Billy and White's rival near the end. You know, the hello Quizberry, that guy. No?
Nah, I don't remember that.
I'm ready.
This is a long time since I watched that.
Oh yeah, I keep like the whole series on one of my SSDs.
Oh, we need to get here. I'll fix that. May went back away.
Do you want me to shoot it?
Nope. Oh, never mind. Metal won't blow up. Fuck.
Hang on, let me shut off those cameras.
We got some goons coming. What's this guy? What do you want?
Goon.
What are you fucking wise guy over here? Oh!
Get that. God damn it.
You guys spot a computer yet?
Back up, Ruckus. You're gonna get blown up.
What?
About to get blown up, bud. No, never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm a demolitionist. Any explosions I cause don't hurt me.
There's a computer in here.
I got one. I just sent the dudes in there into the geese chamber.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I went into somebody's house and beat them to death for their bacon cheeseburger.
as you do.
What
I'm
do you
letting
guys
all
think?
those dudes
What
out
do you
of
guys think
jail.
about this little game here?
Oh, that's a fun little game.
It's pretty neat. There's a lot of like millennial humor in it. But like it kind of works.
Hey,
All right, I won on all the machines. Good.
Oh, you should have told me. I could have hacked them and made it so you always win.
Ah.
I can also hack the sales machines so they pay you more for stuff.
hey, I hired a guy for $30 and he died immediately.
These things happen.
These things happen, man. You know. I mean,
Hey,
All right, I have my big task done.
yeah, I'm done.
Mine.
Oh, there's still a robot to kill.
I don't think I can finish mine.
Killed innocent. Bruh.
Yeah, I don't think I can finish mine. Yeah, I can't finish mine. Wait, maybe I can.
What is it?
I have to destroy 75 walls.
Oh.
Problem is,
Does it have to be you?
I guess so. So, Dave, what do you think of Yeah, it has to be me.
Are you short on ammo?
Explosives.
There's an ammo machine at the southeast of the map. And if you're short on money, I am about to hack an ATM. In fact, it's the one next to you. Free money.
Excellent. A whole
Oh, I can hack
$1.
that guy too. No, I can't hack that one. Yeah, there's an ammo machine over this way. I'll make it cheaper. There we go. Were you able to refill your bombs there, or?
No.
Hmm.
Watch that. It's going to explode. Help a little. And I may be able to do... Ah, damn. Purchase... nope.
I could swear I saw another generator somewhere.
I'm just like smoking everybody and taking their money.
As is normal.
Yes.
Oh, look, there's a computer over here you could probably break a wall with.
Oh, actually, yeah. Where's the computer?
It's at me.
Where are you? Okay. That's Dave.
Northwest.
All right. Where's the computer at? Down here?
It's in the south end of the building. Yeah.
Oh no! Damn it! These are metal walls. They don't explode.
Hmm. See if the tombstones count. Just know that ghosts are gonna try to beat your ass.
You can't shoot them.
Well, you can. There's a special gun you need. How about this, this air thing?
Nope.
Oh?
No.
Arcade machine? The
No.
slot machines? Oh, I can hack them.
Hack 'em.
Hello, free money.
Fortunately. Yeah. Let's kill it. Yeah, everybody in the level's dead now. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would need to blow up 10 more walls. I don't think we have the resources for it. Let's just get moving.
Hack slot machine to increase odds of winning. Immediately lose all of my money.
Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. Fortunately, I think it's time to go. Make sure to check our chat, see if we got anything going on. Yep, nope, we're good. Good, good. Let's see. Oh yeah, Cross mentioned a while ago. He's seen retards called Red Dead Redemption 2 and Assassin's
Nope.
Creed RPG games.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's,
no way.
that's just fucking dumb.
I was gonna say lure that guy back in there because the auto gun on the wall will kill him.
There's a computer here.
Oh yeah, I got it. That's why the robots are here. They show up whenever I do my little virus install thing. Shit, why are the cops hitting me with sledgehammers? Holy shit. Oh, damn it, and they broke the ATM I was hacking. You know, Rick, you could probably use the robots to destroy walls.
Probably could.
I got some following me. I led him to the wrong person. Oh well. Ah, we failed the nugget mission. Oh well.
Hush back up.
Damn it. I got smoked. Ray. Now I gotta run like hell and get all my shit back.
Hey, that's my
Oh,
guy.
that's your friend.
Hey,
Why is this slave your friend?
because I enslaved him.
Oh, okay.
I bought him.
Was it like an auction or just like a wholesale?
I was like,
Your slave smacks me one more time, I'm gonna kill him.
hey, well, don't be fucking with him.
I ain't fucking
Hey.
with him. I'm walking over here.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, it figures, and I got the muffin thing for the drug dealer mission, of course. Oh, did it,
You just robbing me now?
Nah, dog.
Here, revive me. Let me get my shit back. Okay, no. You hit me for the last damn time.
Nah, well, I'm taking all this money because you owe me. Killed my slave. I
He
paid
shouldn't
good
have
money
raised
for
his
that
hand.
slave.
He shouldn't have raised his hand to me, is all I'm saying.
man, if this game has anything approaching like a modding API, someone needs to mod it so that the arcade cabinets play the Daytona USA theme when you make them loud.
Oh, that's nice.
That would be amazing.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I'm confused. I'm confused.
Are you based?
I'm based and confused. Help.
Based and confused for so long is not true. Where's the fucking...
Okay, there we go. No longer confused. Help! Help! It was a Somali cop. I fear for my life.
Understandable. You guys want remote hacking tools, by the way? Because I kind of have infinite of those.
No, I'm good. That's for nerds.
That's for nerds.
What?
I just want to blow shit up.
It automates the process of nerding, so you don't have to be a nerd.
Nah, that makes it even worse.
That sounds like a super nerd thing. That sounds like
Sounds like
a Pajit
sounds
thing.
like nerd talk, nerd.
Automated nerd shit. That sounds like Pajit stuff.
Rude, uncalled for.
I fucking Dave walking around with the biggest fucking bullets in the world.
What gun is that? Is that just a handgun?
It's a handgun, bud.
Do you have like a upgrade on it?
Yeah, I got big bullets upgrading.
I was saying, Dave is playing rounds and he just picks big bullets every time.
Yep.
What do you have left to do?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Just like murder these guys.
Oh, there you go.
So Dave,
Yeah.
let's get your opinion on something. So if a game is known to be super playable, but primarily because it's very moddable, is it a good game?
No. I don't think so. That means if the game needs to be modded in order for it to be good, then the game's not good. The mods are good.
Yeah.
So we agree Minecraft kind of sucks.
Nah, I wouldn't. Nah, Minecraft is kind of its, it was like innovative and stuff.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a rip-off of Infiniminer.
Oh! I forgot those robots blow up.
Did it get you?
Yeah, it got me.
All right, here, come over here. I probably got enough money to. Oh wait, you're already alive.
Yeah. It didn't kill me, it just fucked me up. Oh.
Brutal.
Get over here, Rock. I can just pay you into being alive again.
All right.
I can pay you to not be dead.
You can't pay me not be dead.
I just did. Well, time to make this refrigerator jump through the wall. Time to open this safe.
Excuse me, cop. You got a license for that baton? Didn't think so. And now I agree. So here's the thing: is I've been seeing people say that they're wanting to play Starfield now. I said why? It's because there's a new mod came out. It's called like Star Wars Genesis.
Yeah, the mod that makes Starfield not Starfield, which is
Yeah,
a great improvement, honestly.
yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, I got plenty of mods for like my Skyrim build, you know. But Skyrim is still at least playable, you know, without them.
Ruckus, do you still have that whole destroy walls thing?
I failed that.
I can fix that for you. Come pick this item up. This green one here on the floor.
Okay.
You see? Yeah, I was gonna say it's an odd dude the tube. Well, that's one way to open that fridge.
Oh yeah, it's done now. Ah.
Just picking up all this stuff to sell. All right, have we done everything?
At least so, yeah. Yeah, like, anyway, wrong. Like, okay, I play Skyrim and I play the Cyberpunk with all the fun quote unquote Gooner mods. You know, I say quote unquote because there's that one website we don't talk about. You know, that has mods that
Yeah, that's
we're
true.
not going to be putting on.
Yeah.
We don't talk about those ones.
Oh,
Very true.
Damn.
Oh man.
That Somali just came back and he got you like a white woman coming up trying to report a crime.
there goes all my fucking money.
Oh, I can give you money.
No
Yeah.
money. I lost my gun. The
Yeah.
fuck?
I can also fix the gun situation.
All right. All right, bring me back.
Here we get the.
Good.
There we go.
Thanks, Cuddy.
That was funny.
Oh shit, minecart.
Mine cart?
Yes. Let me get in that computer. Fuck off, cops. And now I can't hack that computer because that building has no power. Okay, there is still a computer around here somewhere.
Listen, there has been some collateral damage, and I do apologize for that. But, you know, it's y'all's fault for getting in my way. Why am I dying?
Could be poisoned.
Yep.
Oh, it's the gas.
That's good. Can you bring me back?
Yes. Hang on. Stop. Okay. Wait, do I not? Okay, health then. Of course, there's no fucking computer in here. And no computers left. Woo.
All right, there's one down below.
That one in that dark building, I was in the middle of hacking, and then someone destroyed the generator.
No, that might have been me.
Oh well.
I have not destroyed any generators this level. Tell me, Dave, how do you feel about what they call Gooner mods?
I think they're a little weird. I don't play them.
I gotta tell you, I got all the quote unquote Gooner mods. You know, like instead of these stupid ice elementals, we got like, ice titty elementals.
I mean, I think it's funny. I think it's
Yeah,
if you got it, it's all right. It's just
yeah. I remember one guy in one of our chats was like, "Dude, why do you play with these mods? I mean, you're married and whatever." And it's like, "Yep, and yeah,
it's just
playing
for
with
fun.
like, do your kids play with this?" Like, no,
Obviously not.
obviously not. No, in fact, I make sure it's installed to my SSD so even if they get on the computer, they don't have the thing plugged in for them to access it.
The base maneuver.
Remember, we don't need to shoot the cops. Curry or bribe them to ignore us.
Well, what if I want to shoot them?
Well, I mean, listen, obviously it's the UK diversity department, so you know it is what it is, right?
Well, it sounds like a cop's problem if you want to shoot him.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, is that it? I think that's everything.
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome for me hacking that machine, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh shit! It's 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, it is. Like I said, we usually go till about 2 a.m.
Yeah, I got a few more. I gotta get out of here.
I was
Actually,
gonna say, you got anything more you want to regale us with in terms of spurging out about RPGs?
no, I just think RPGs are, they're meaningful. It's a meaningful genre of gaming that
Mhm.
is something that's been part of our culture for a long time. It teaches people mythopoetic themes. It teaches people about, gets them interested in their own history, gets them interested in language. And if it wasn't for RPGs, I probably wouldn't have went on the journey that I did. It got me interested in history. It got me interested in our ancient history, who we are as a people, and I just think they're wonderful. I think they're great. I think that they're excellent to give to children. I think of all of the being a young girl. I grew up in Pennsylvania, so we have long winters here that are miserable. And I spent a lot of hours as a kid inside during winter time, just getting lost in RPGs, whether they're tabletop or on the console. And I loved them. I thought shout out Legend of Dragoon. I forgot to give that a shout.
Oh, that
Legend
was
of
a fun
Dragoon.
game. I remember that. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a banger. That was a classic. Yeah,
Yep.
I love the JRPGs. I think the Japanese are very gifted storyteller people.
Mhm.
I think
Is,
I don't know.
isn't
I
that
love
just
them.
because like more than half their stories is just romanticized German stuff?
No. They have their own stuff. They've been so East Asians have been really big into storytelling. They've had their own mythos for forever. You know what I mean? And the way that they the way that they tell stories is fundamentally different than us. So we're not the only culture that tells great stories, dude. Um, the East, like the Near Eastern peoples, obviously the ancient, Semitic, not Semitic as in, necessarily Israelis or whatever, but the Semitic language family being
Like Arabs
Mesopotamian.
and stuff.
Yeah, Arabs today. I know we have our feelings about Arab immigrants and stuff, but there are people that have a very rich storytelling tradition. The ancient Semitic cultures, like the Egyptians, are very gifted storytellers. There's just so many. There's a lot of cultures that were very poetic and did a very good job telling beautiful stories.
Mhm.
The Chinese. Speaking of Chinese, Jade Empire. Who remembers the game Jade Empire?
Oh, Jade Empire,
Yeah.
yes.
What a banger! What a banger!
Mhm.
Yeah. So we have our own beautiful stories, and those are obviously my favorite. But as an enjoyer of beautiful things and ancient things, I I am comfortable enough in my own skin to look across oceans and see different peoples and
Mhm.
appreciate the beauty that they create too. So,
And Courier appreciates the East Asian beauty too. You know, he prefers Taki
Oh,
over
not this
Ivy.
shit again.
why? What is it? You got the
He
yellow fever or whatever.
yeah, he prefers Taki over Ivy.
Look, there's certain details on the model that are absent on Ivy's model.
Do you like
Um,
Japanime, bud?
Not really.
No.
No, I would be the one to be more into the Japanese anime and all that. But before you go, because yeah, you make some good points there. We got a Volk be swagging here on YouTube. He'd like to know how you feel on video game movies slash TV show adaptations.
I'm trying to think which ones there are. Hey,
Well,
shout out the OG Street Fighter movie from the 80s.
yeah, there was that.
I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah, what a big piece of shit. I liked it though when it came. The
they,
original Mortal Kombat movies.
yeah, they.
Remember them?
Oh yeah, dude, they were so bad, but they were at least decent versus today all of today's crap. Like okay, a lot of people are looking at the Fallout TV show. You know,
Oh, garbage. I'm not one. I don't even like Fallout. I don't like post-apocalyptic settings. I think that they're ugly
Oh,
and monochromatic, and I think they lack real
yeah,
rich
I'll agree that a lot
potential.
of those settings are tend to have the same monochromatic everything's like blasted to hell thing, which is I was actually talking to a friend of mine. She's a big friend. She's a big fan of the movie Threads, you know, from back in like the 70s. Whereas like and it's a very very depressing movie. She likes nuclear uh, war movies like that. And I said, you realize that that's not really like scientifically viable. She's like, what do you mean? No, it totally is. I said, okay, explain to me. Now, first thing is I'm trying to do this with a woman, so that was my first mistake. But explain to me why you think it's scientifically viable, besides the fact you saw in the movie Threads. Like, what do you mean? I said, listen, uh, there are people living in Chernobyl. All right, they're original residents, but they're living there. And in the next decade or two, Chernobyl could be considered livable again. Um, Hiroshima and Nagasaki both got bombed, and time has shown that blacks are more destructive to a city than nuclear bombs are. Okay, because they recover from the nuclear bombs. Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore, you know, all these places have not recovered from the influx of diversity. You know, and you know, like let's be honest, okay? A real nuclear thing would just be real big on like eventually stuff would grow back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you
I
might
just
even have what they call a super bloom, where everything gets like really crazy, like plant infested really fast.
Yeah, exactly. Like stuff like that would be more interesting. Although, as an example for the things that are out there, obviously we had the Mortal Kombat movies, the Resident Evil movies, and there's Warhammer stuff that's come out.
I'm trying to think if there was any. Oh, the original Dead Space animated film.
Mm,
I like that quite a bit. That was a good one.
yep.
Um, I tried to get into the Castlevania animated series. It was okay, and then it started getting. It just got a little boring.
Oh, what are you talking about? I thought it was. I heard it was great. Like the entire series is about how vampires are oppressed people of color, and the main character is a white guy running around beating them with a whip.
Nah, I didn't.
The
I didn't get all that, but
From what I know about the Netflix Castlevania series, the only redeeming quality it has is that death is hilarious because everyone else is like speaking period appropriate like accents and stuff, and then death just talks like a fucking shit poster from 4chan.
All right, I might have to watch it now.
so I don't remember there being like any pause or anything like that in it. I just remember the story just got boring for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't get far enough into it. I'm trying to think other video game adaptation movies.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know there was a Netflix Dragon's Dogma series
yeah,
that
I like that game, Dragon's Dogma.
yeah, I love the hell out of it, but here's the thing. So I went to watch it and I cut it off in like the second episode because very quickly it ended up being like a whole like the goblins started molesting a woman. I'm like, wait, this isn't fucking Goblin Slayer. Goblins would just kill somebody, not do all that. And like also I had the kids around, so like, okay, we're cutting this off. You know, I just cut it off. I never went back to it because I was like, no, not at all. But how do you feel about do, oh, here's the question exactly. Do you see fan made films having a better chance to lift now the big corporos kind of fuck with them? Like, as an example, the like Fallout Operation Sun Fallout Operation Sunburst by Soda is an example for fan made film. There's also the Warhammer and Halo fan films.
I have not seen them. So, oh, Silent Hill, the Silent Hill film. That's probably the best one.
Hmm.
Um, but let me think here.
I don't know. See, I think the Silent Hill film. The problem was it made the mistake of including Pyramid Head,
That's the
which
best part of the film. What are you talking
okay.
about?
So here's the thing.
Yeah,
Pyramid
man, if
Head is
Pyramid isn't
overused.
violating a mannequin, it's not Silent Hill, period.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
so even Pyramid Head's creators said Pyramid Head is overused because everybody uses it because it's a thing. But the entire point of Pyramid Head is in the game was that Pyramid Head was the embodiment of James's desire to be punished for what he viewed as impure thoughts.
Mm,
That's it, like Pyramid Head violating the mannequin is like an expression of like Jane and with the hot nurses is because his wife was dying of cancer, and so she's dying of cancer and he can't get laid, and his hot nurses he notices the hot nurses and he feels guilty about that. That's the whole point of Pyramid Head. That's why like the blade actually even isn't even sharp. It's dull and he's just dragging it around, and it's meant to be an expression of his crushing guilt over it. Like it's meant to crush him, not to cut him.
mm,
But when you take that reference out and he's just some nigga walking around with a big sword,
mm.
it's like, okay, big sword nigga. Similar to big hammer nigga from this other movie, Mr. X from freaking Resident Evil. It doesn't have the same meaning anymore.
Oh, I always have to bring it up every time Mr. X comes up. Best thing anybody ever did to a computer game, Resident Evil 2 remake. They modded the game so that X Gonna Give It to You by DMX plays from Mr. X.
Oh man.
and it actually changes volume based on how far he is from you, because the way they made the mod work is they found like the smallest model in the game, which was like a stray shoe, and then they made the sound of the song play from the shoe, and then they like attached the shoe to the inside of Mr. X's chest.
That's
Ah,
that's fucking great. I love that. Oh, example
Have you
how
have you not? I could swear I've sent you the video of that.
all right, send,
so
Let me
send it to
find
me.
it for you.
outside of them, I went to go see with my kids Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2,
Mhm.
the Mario movie, the Minecraft movie, the Angry Birds movie. Those are all game adaptations.
Oof. How was the Minecraft movie?
I mean, hey, it was silly and entertaining, and there was nothing fucked up in it.
And Jack Black was Steve.
Jack Black was Steve, but hey, you know, Jack Black, he's not a scumbag. He's not a weirdo. He's an actor for kids. My kids love him. They think they School of Rock and all that. My kids love him.
Mm.
Because yeah, hey, he's a
I mean,
talented guy. Yeah.
there was that whole like Satan worship thing in the Tenacious D movie, but yeah.
What's that? What are you talking about?
You ever
Have you
seen
seen Tenacious
Tenacious
D in the
D and the
Pick of
Pick of Destiny?
Destiny?
Yeah, where the like devil shows up and they got to do like a duel with him and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's
yeah.
they don't like worship him. They're not like, you know, hey, this is our friend or whatever. They kind of like, it's just like a silly movie thing.
Yep. I enjoyed that movie. Yeah,
It's
obviously,
alright. It's not,
I like the guy who's like, "Come here, so I can cut you." No.
Also Dio's in it, and Ronnie James Dio,
Mhm.
may peace be upon him.
Yep.
Yeah, that the Mario movie was. There's nothing to angry. Like there's really. I think the tides have turned.
Damn it.
In these kid movies, a lot. I think in a lot of stuff, because I didn't really pick up on anything really bad in those films. It was just like silly nonsense kid stuff.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
as bad as like recent like Pixar and Disney films, you know.
Ugh. By the way, I put a link to a clip of Death from Castlevania and a link to a video of the X gonna give it to you mod into the prep chat.
I'll pull it up in just a sec, but also know the. So I know of like with the Warhammer uh fan made stuff. I know that actually is a good thing that could be good because I remember Games Workshop actually a year or two ago, I think. Um, I don't think it was more than two. It might have been 3 years at most, but actually went out and started like DMCAing and shutting everybody down because they were like, okay, listen, we're you're gonna watch all the Warhammer stuff
Oh,
on
Dave's computer just crashed apparently.
oof, brutal,
Yeah,
awful.
I just my computer just crashed. I'm on my phone. I got 2%, so I gotta go.
All
All right,
right,
fellas,
well,
I
it was good
appreciate I
having you on.
appreciate you guys having me on. Let me yak your ears off about the history of RPGs and games, and
Absolutely. Next time you want to come on and yak off, just go ahead and do it.
let's do it. All right, big guys, I
All
appreciate
right,
you.
Dave, where can
Everybody
people
in the
where
chat, all
sh-
the
shill and all that? Yeah.
yeah, guys, buy books. The Bizarre Archives. You can go to the look up the Bizarre Archives. 8 is available out there. That was the Halloween edition. We have a new edition coming out for this year very
Mhm.
soon. Bizarre Archives Omnibus. You just go into the Amazon, type in the Bizarre Archives, and find all kind of books that I'm selling. Up and coming authors, old school stuff, the compilations, Masters of Horror, all that stuff available there. You can also pick up my debut dark fantasy novel, Grim Earth Shall Burn, by yours truly.
Mhm.
Check out my other podcast. That's Culture Dads. That's Culture with a K, culturedads.com. You can sign up to the Gumroad. It's behind a paywall, but it's worth it. We also have a YouTube channel where we got free episodes and stuff. You go check that out. But it's Culture Dads, Culture with a K, culturedads.com. You can sign up to the Gumroad. Get so many great perks. There's hardback copies of the Imperium Press catalog and Culture Dads every single week. where two base publishing dads do deep dives and do retro and pop culture for folkish and dissident minds. Then you can go over to hearthfireradio.com and go check out our content over there. Lots and lots of great stuff. Explorations of the Germanic religion and mythology, and checking out the ancient world, and all kind of good content, wholesome, good stuff, everything. So check
Yep.
out all that stuff. I got lots of projects. Follow me on Twitter at Big Dave Martel. T on Telegram t.me/the Bog Lord. I'm all over the place. Just look me up. You know where to find me.
Absolutely, and definitely get us a copy of that Grim Earth. I might see if I'll run it with people IRL.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Play test it for me. That'd be excellent.
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely got one or two groups of tables that definitely would be willing to try it out.
Hell yeah. All right,
All right,
fellas, I got to run, but take care. Blessings.
all right. See you. Well, let's send the courier about yeah, courier. So remember they were shutting down like everybody who had Warhammer fan thing for a while because they were going to try and put it all under this
Oh yeah, I
that new
remember hearing
thing.
about that.
Yeah, and then people were like, "Wait, so all my cool fan shit, like you got you?" And it's not even like they really paid people. They said, "Oh, you made this with our IP. This is mine now. I made this. You can't do anything with it." And people
Look
got
at me, I am the fan creator now.
exactly. So, I mean, I definitely think, Volkswagen, that there is, in fact, a thing for fan made films to definitely get up, especially with much people hate to say it, the use of AI, and machine learning. Which, hey, look, while the AI quote unquote stuff is relatively new, machine learning's been around for a while, and it's another tool that I mean, listen. Here's the thing: the fucking Pajeets or whatever are using it to like make fake OnlyFans things. I saw that recently where it's like, oh yeah, you can just the guy can move in the camera, and it makes like an AI like chick do everything that they want. Like they're going to be doing that. We're going to be making like cool Fallout, Warhammer 40K and other type of cool shit.
Yep.
Yep. It's like listen, it's like people who were like, "Oh, well, I don't want the cotton gin because I got I done fed them all. I got to make them pick something now." I was like, "No, please just put them on the boat and send them back." You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Exactly.
like at the end of the day, provided it's like if you're like a big company, you really have no excuse not to hire like genuine artists.
Yeah.
But like if you're just like a regular, like a regular dude on the street, like I don't see a problem with generative AI because it's just another tool that democratizes stuff.
Yeah. And
Like
also like
well, if I can just finish this thought.
yeah.
So like initially like it was only the radio and TV fuckers who could say stuff to like millions of people, and now everybody with a cell phone can do it.
Yeah.
It's just like that. It's just instead of expanding someone's reach, it just gives art skills or a substitute there for just someone who maybe doesn't have those or struggles to develop them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say like so recently Larian did an AMA and all that. They came out and they said, "Listen, we're not using the AI to generate stuff, okay? Because we've tried it like generating generative text worse than our worst stuff that we have ever made. And that's the big thing is so and Larian's hired more and more artists to train their machines on, you know. Like so that's a company that is in fact doing the right thing as far as we've seen where they're not using the AI to cut people out. They're just using it to simplify,
Streamline
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Weren't
streamline
they
and
the dev
simplify
that
things.
came out and did the whole like we use it to iterate concept art and that's about it?
Yeah, yeah, and people were freaking out like, "Oh, you're getting rid of like." No, they just bought two studios of concept artists. Like they're not using it to push them out. They're just streamlining it, and especially using it for things like cleaning up animations and that kind of thing. So no, I think it's a good thing. I mean, after all, like, listen, I can't draw for shit. Okay, I can't. My hands are actually so messed up from all the dumb crap I've done. I can barely hold a pencil. I ain't drawing worth a damn. So I'm very happy to use the AI to help me draw. You know,
Same.
yeah. But no, I think with all that, being able to do that and getting access to better better machine learning, and also gonna look into it. Like I know like PewDiePie put a video out a while ago about basically taking like machines and the machine learning AIs and just training them yourself rather than just using what's available. I mean that could be very very useful for us and our guys, especially the creative ones, because as I've said on this show many times before, like everybody wants to be the idea guy and all that, but what we need is we need a lot more hands. You know, we need a lot more people hands on actually making things. You know, like
Dudes doing stuff.
yeah, nobody has to make the whole game by themselves. But if you're a guy who either who
We
knows
need
some,
somebody making it though.
yeah, like if you're the guy who's like, oh, I can make these assets in a particular game engine or something for people to use. That's great. Make the assets and then get it out there. And I mean, obviously, it should go without saying. I mean, our guys should get paid for their work. You know, I know. It getting right wingers to pay anything is as hard as getting a goblin to not drown himself trying to get a penny that's been glued to the bottom of a pool. But I
And then
mean,
there's the tragic case of me where I'm more than willing to pay people, but I don't have the money.
right? Yeah, yeah. Again, people, join a Chudman circle. Give Courier some beer money. But yeah, no, I mean like our guys should be doing all this stuff, all this hobby stuff, and get paid a little bit for. You know, $5 here, $10 here. You know, obviously that kind of deal. That would be the best option. But outside of
Like
that,
Reaganomics, but not gay and green skinned.
yeah, no, yeah, where it actually works and that kind of thing. Outside of that, I mean, Kurt, you got anything else to say on the subject we've done with here? You know, with the RPG and whatnot.
Um, Dave left a great impression. He seems like a really cool guy. I fundamentally disagree with a lot of the stuff he said.
Oh yeah, we definitely disagree on some things, but yeah,
Yeah.
I legitimately asked him if he was trolling me about the turn based. I'm like, are you trolling me? Because I disagree with you so hard, I feel like you're trolling me. But no, he's a good guy. Outside of that, the Curry, if you have nothing else, I think we can go ahead and call it here. What do you think?
Um, well, I think the viewers should make white babies. This is a threat.
Oh yes, everybody. As per usual, and those of you who don't know, as always, we have some things to tell you. Which, first of all, time travel makes you gay. You know, that was the one
Big
thing that
time.
went. That was the one thing that went wrong with Pellinol White Streak is he did time travel, so therefore became gay. Um,
And other than that, he did nothing wrong.
nope, nothing wrong at all. Nope. You should game responsibly. Cliche as it sounds, vote with your dollars, support the people that you want to support, and don't support the people and companies that you don't want to support. You know, especially this day and age. You know, every company comes out, makes a game, and they want to be like, "Oh, you gotta get this game right now. It's the greatest game ever. It's the greatest game ever." Like, don't let them, don't buy into the FOMO. Just chill because like most of these things, it's like people come out, it's not that great, and in 2 months, the game that was $80 is now $30. You know, but do
That said, come like 2049 when Fallout 5 finally comes, uh, I probably will pre-order the big limited edition just because I missed out on the last two wearable Pip Boys, and damn it, I will not miss out on one again.
dude, we're gonna have actual Pip Boys before that actually comes out.
Oh no, we already do. You can actually do that. It's just most of the time it requires one of the Pip Boys from Bethesda.
Mm. Now I'm sure we'll have like actual like wearable pit boys that everybody can use before Fallout 5 comes out.
I mean I have like the modern like gay version of that I have to wear at one of my jobs.
Well, there you go. And beyond all that, guys, of course, as always, make white babies. This is a threat.